Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Panther Stadium here, Gerald Kemp Field, where Medina Valley is getting ready to take on the McCollum Cowboys. I'm Jared Lucky along here with Dwayne Garza, and we are ready to get this ball game going here in a few minutes. The Panthers coming off of two losses. They lost to Southwest and to Harlandale last week, 6-0 at Southwest, and then 3-2 against Harlandale over at Tejeda Sports Complex. And so Medina Valley trying to get back on the winning track. I believe they're 2-2 in district now. Not really where I think they're 1-2 in district. Yeah, they're not really where they'd want to be at this point, but you got a team here that's a game ahead of you, so hopefully you can make up a little ground here. There's a lot of season left.
There's a lot of season left, that's correct, Jared. McCollum sitting at 2-1 district, and Medina Valley is at 1-2. Those two positions are 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth and fifth spot so far in district. Southwest leading the district, tied with South San at a perfect 3-0, and Southside sitting at 2-0. I don't think that they played one game already. I think that they had some weather issues. This is a makeup game from yesterday. This is a postponed game. This was supposed to happen yesterday. So I think there may be other games going on also right now. So as far as makeups go. So, yeah, and like you said, Jared, they can make up a lot here, and they can move into that fourth spot tied with McCollum right now, but we're still in the first round, so there's a long way to go.
Long way to go, and the Panthers have had some issues hitting the ball over the last couple of games. We've seen them go into a slump. Well, I know Coach Herb has really mixed the lineup up here tonight. He's changed it up drastically. Some things I've never seen him do in the last 4 years. And we're going to take a quick break, and then I'll come back and give you the starting lineups. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we will continue in a moment.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with zero down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off, and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com.
There's power in the simplest of actions. Like one neighbor helping another. Where everybody looks out for everybody else. Community is everything to your electric cooperative. And we're grateful for your trust to provide the energy you need, giving you the power to power on.
Medina Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
And we're back here at Gerald Kemp Field, and Medina Valley getting ready to take on the McCollum Cowboys here in district play, and I have the starting lineups, and we'll go over those now. And we'll start with the visiting McCollum Cowboys. They will lead it off with their shortstop, Noah Sanchez. The catcher, Juan Morales Ochoa, will bat second. Three-hitter tonight is Julian Roque. He will play first base. Center fielder Rico Salazar bats cleanup. The five-hitter, the third baseman, Noah Lopez. Right fielder Afton Gutierrez will bat sixth. The DH tonight is J.P. Fisher batting seventh. Pitcher Carmelo Torres will bat eighth. And the nine hitters, the second baseman Luke Landa. And the left fielder is Aiden Rodriguez being DH for here tonight. So again, for McCollum, their top three, Sanchez short, Ochoa catching, Roque first. Middle three, Salazar in center, Lopez at third, Gutierrez in right. And the bottom three, Fisher, the DH, Torres on the hill, and Landa at second base with Rodriguez playing left field for Coach Herb and the home-standing Medina Valley Panthers. A lot of shake-up here tonight, mix-up in the lineup, and he will lead it off with his catcher, Whit Joyce. The DH, J.J. Gonzalez, will bat second. Shortstop, Aaron Tondre, will bat third. The cleanup hitter tonight is the third baseman, Manny Ramirez. Tanner Garst will pitch and bat fifth. The sixth hitter, Jaden Krieger, will play right field. Wesley Stevens will play second and bat seventh. First baseman, Brady Prukop, will bat eighth. And the center fielder, Gavin Rips, batting ninth tonight for the Panthers. And the left fielder is Gavin Kanak, being DH for. So again, for the Panthers, top three, Joyce catching, Gonzalez DH, Tondre at short. Middle three, Ramirez third, Garst pitching, Krieger right. And the bottom three, Stevens at second, Prukop at first, and Rips in center field with Kanak playing left field, being DH for here tonight. So we'll see Kanak go to the hill for the Panthers against Carmelo Torres. Kanak, a right-handed pitcher, plays second base when he's not pitching.
Garst.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Garst.
You're not used to saying him as a pitcher.
No, I'm not. I've never seen Garst pitch, I don't think. I know Jaden Krieger started last Tuesday's game for the Panthers, and we'll see Garst take the hill here tonight. But he's a right-hander, usually plays second base. He'll match up with Carmelo Torres. Don't know much about him. I don't remember him from last year's team. And the umpires out to get the lineup cards, and they are ready to go over the starting lineups here. And Dwayne, what do you think the Panthers need to do tonight to get back on the winning track?
Well, they need to right the ship. They need to do it, and they need to do it now. They started out on a hot streak, and the bats are hot. They started out 12-3, Jared, before they dropped the last two games, and they happen to be district games too. So they need to get back on track, right the ship. They need to do it today, and that way they continue on the starting their streak again as they were earlier in the season.
Well, and the thing is the bats have fallen asleep, and that's why there's, Whit Joyce is leading off. I don't think he's ever led off for the Panthers ever. He's always been a 3 or 4 hitter.
3 or 4, that's right.
And so he's putting someone at the top of the lineup there that can hit the ball and try to spark something for the Panthers. I like that he moved Gavin Rips down to the 9 spot. He's someone with speed. He got 2 hits against Southwest. Somebody that can get on base at the bottom of the order turn the lineup over.
And I think that's the way they planned it, because Whit Joyce will follow him. And, if he's on base, and Whit usually is a deep ball hitter, drive the ball in the alley somewhere and move him around the bases.
Well, and that's the thing about a leadoff hitter. Everyone has that, they need to be someone fast with a high batting average. Well, really, they should only lead off the game once. They're only going to lead off one time.
True.
So the rest of the time, hopefully there's people on base for your leadoff man in the lineup.
And Jared, before we get any further, I want to apologize for no video. Before you guys start messaging us, we know we don't have video today. We're having some computer problems, so we're going to try to go just the old-fashioned radio style like you used to do in the past, and we hope you enjoy it.
And know that we have a new computer that's being set up right now for this so that we can do video. We know what the issue is. We've taken steps to remedy that. It's just not quite ready yet. Hopefully it'll be ready for the next game on Friday night. So we'll just know that we're working with it. We're going to get the video back here in the next game, if not next week for sure. As they introduce the starting lineups, McCollum wearing the green uniforms here tonight on the road with the gold lettering on the front, gray pants with the green hat. Medina Valley wearing their home white uniforms, white jerseys, white pants, black hats with the black bar across the middle, says Panthers in white, trimmed in orange. Black numbers on the jerseys as well. Always a beautiful setting here at Gerald Kemp Field here at Medina Valley. The black wall with the orange stripe around the top of it. You go up the high wall to the flagpole and straight away center field. And should be a nice night for a ball game here, Dwayne. With the time change now, the sun might be a problem for the first baseman for the first couple of innings. We'll see how that plays out.
It always is early in the season when that sun is still over the left field fence there, and it's starting to drop fast here. And I'll tell you what, real quick, I want to say hats off to all the maintenance crews, because if you would have looked at this field this morning, it was not ready. They did a good job, and as yesterday for the softball game, that field was far from being ready to play, and they worked their tails off to get that field ready and able to get that district game in. By the way, Medina Valley won. They're looking good right now.
Yeah, and this stadium, this field always looks nice. It's always
like
in good shape.
It's not.
Yeah, exactly. and it's always in good shape. They've always taken good care of this. Looks a lot better than what the football field looked like this year.
And we have the fans out in the outfield again, lined up in the outfield, trucks from left field all the way to right field. Looks like it's going to be a packed house out in the outfield.
And it
Great day for baseball.
Yeah, nice weather here. It's a little humid, but it's starting to cool off a little bit. And the slight breeze blowing out to center field, but there's not much wind here tonight. It's pretty still. And, should set up for a good ball game here tonight.
And with these two teams within one game of each other, it's going to be a hard-fought game. It's probably going to take it all the way to the 7th inning before we get a good outcome.
Yeah, and I know that when we've gone to Tejeda before to play them, they've always, been a pretty good ball club. And we'll see what they have this season. I remember some of these names from last year from them, but a lot of new faces for McCollum as well. Just like for Medina Valley, there's some old faces, but there's a lot of new ones on the team this year. And they have a pretty deep bench, something we haven't seen Coach Herb have in the past. But we're going to take a break for the national anthem. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
We're back here at Gerald Kemp Field as we're ready to get this one going, and Tanner Garst will warm it up to his battery mate, Whit Joyce, right side of the Panther infield, Brady Prukop and Wesley Stevens. On the left side, Aaron Tondry and Manny Ramirez. Into the outfield for the Panthers, Gavin Rips is in center. He's flanked in right by Jaden Krieger, and in left by Gavin Kanak. For McCollum, it'll be their top three leading off the ball game here. It'll be Noah Sanchez, Juan Morales Ochoa, and Julian Roque to get things going. Tanner Garst, a right-hand pitcher.
And might I say congratulations to Tanner Garst, who committed today to Salem University to play baseball. So today was signing day. They had a couple players off this baseball team signed. Connor Dillard signed with, I believe it's Philander Smith College. Not sure where that's at, but we have two that signed the dotted line today. So congratulations to those two, along with a couple of football players who are going to Texas Lutheran University.
Garst still warming it up here. Right-hander. Doesn't look overpowering, but he looks like he'd be around the strike zone.
Well, and he's a big kid because he could be deceiving,
Yep.
Their size, it doesn't look like you're throwing that hard, but maybe he is. We got full-blown sunshine here today, Jared.
Yep.
We've been hurting for it for a few days now, and it actually feels good.
Yeah, it's nice to have it. We need the rain, but makes it to where you can't do anything.
Well, it gives you a day off, doesn't it? Or do you still got to work?
No, it don't give me a day off. It makes me have to sit in the office for a day and catch up on paperwork. Two umpire crew here this evening. As Garst continuing to warm up. That'll be his last. Joyce will throw it down. They'll peg it around the infield, and we're ready to get going as Noah Sanchez will step into the batter's box here, and we're ready to get this ball game underway. Sanchez, a right-hand hitter, to lead things off here for Medina Valley.
And if I remember correctly, Jared, McCollum's a small ball team. They do a lot of bunting, a lot of stealing, trying to manufacture one run at a time. Let's see if they can do it, or if they're going to try it here in the first inning.
Sanchez will dig in here. Right-hander. Slightly open stance. Garst from the windup. First pitch of the ball game is underway, and it is down for a ball. Tried a breaking ball to start it off, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, he shook off the first sign. Looks like he wanted to go to a breaking pitch right away, and it went into the dirt.
Ready for the 1-0. Here it comes. Fastball over the outside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. Nice two-seam fastball. Had some movement on it.
A little bit of tail action there.
Garst ready for the 1-1. Just underway here at Medina Valley, and there's a pitch that's laid off of high, and it's 2-1.
A little outside, a little high in the strike zone. He wanted to swing at it, kind of checked his swing, got called the ball.
Sanchez waits. Here comes the 2-1. Swings and hits one in the air to right field. Right fielder to his right, comes in a couple of steps and makes the catch for the out.
It's Jaden Krieger out in right field making the easy out.
And there's one away here in the top of the first.
You know, Garst doesn't have to be overpowering, doesn't have to strike out a lot of batters. As long as he does that, pitch some fly balls and some ground balls to get the easy outs, they'll look good tonight.
Juan Morales Ochoa will step in. Pitch on the way. Over the inside corner for a strike. He had Ochoa bailing out, and that breaking ball came back over the inside corner.
He bailed out so far he fell down.
Throw him that again.
Yeah.
Just steady diet. Ready for the 0-1. Swings and misses. He fanned at a breaking ball in the dirt. And, Dwayne, you got to throw him that again.
Yeah, you do.
You just –
You don't give him anything good.
No.
Especially with an 0-2 count.
Especially after what we've seen him do on the first two pitches. And time asked for by the batter. Home plate umpire gives it to him. So Garst will toe the rubber. 0-2 on the way. Is high with a fastball.
It's not a bad location, high outside the strike zone. Hopefully he'd swing at it.
No, he tried to climb the ladder and he didn't get him to chase.
A little bit too high.
Ready for the 1-2. It's on the way. Breaking ball, bounce to third. Ramirez up with it on two hops. Throws across to first for the out, and there's two away.
Good strong throw, but Ramirez backpedaled a little bit to take it on the easy hop, which was smart, and able to throw across the diamond and get the easy out.
There was a breaking ball in on the hands that time, and this time he didn't bail out. He just was able to fist it down to third base and got a weak ground out. That'll bring up Julian Roque. Roque is a left-hand batter, stands in. Big boy for McCollum. Stands straight away. Nobody on, two down here in the first, and that is a ball? Where was that? Looked right down the middle.
Can't argue with that. Roque looking like a typical first baseman in statue, huh?
Ready for the 1-0. Up and out of there with a fastball. It's 1-1. The problem with his strike zone being like that, Dwayne, is that now where do you throw the ball?
Hopefully that's just a left-handed thing.
Yeah. Ready for the 2-0. Here it comes, and that's swung on and popped up foul. It's going to get down for a strike, and it's 2-1. It's a long run for the left fielder. Wasn't able to get over there.
There was a lot behind that ball. He put it deep left field, but it was foul in the corner back there. The ball went a long way.
Nobody on, 2 down. We're here in the top of the first, just underway. Roque with a 2-1 count from Tanner Garst. And the 2-1, here it comes. Swing and a miss and a fastball in the outside corner, and it's 2-2.
It's a good pitch by Garst. Wasn't right across the middle on the outside corner.
When he was late. And we'll see if he goes up and out of there again or if he throws him something in the dirt. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 over the inside corner. I think he threw him a breaking ball. He was looking fastball, and he got frozen. And the 3 up, 3 down inning, a nice little 13-pitch inning for Garst to start the ball game. And we will go to the bottom of the first. The Panthers coming into bat. 0-0 here at Gerald Kemp Field, and we'll take a break and come back. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue here in just a moment.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, no score here yet. For McCollum, Carmelo Torres warms it up to his battery mate Juan Morales Ochoa. Right side of their infield, Julian Roque and Luke Landa. On the left side, Noah Sanchez and Noah Lopez. Into their outfield, Rico Salazar's in center. He's flanked in right by Afton Gutierrez and in left by Aiden Rodriguez. For the Panthers, Whit Joyce will stand in to lead things off here for Medina Valley. We'll see if these Panther bats can wake up. They've been in a lull the last 2 games, scored only 2 runs in 14 innings. And Joyce stands in. Left-hand pitcher, first pitch on the way is a swing and a foul tip at the feet of the catcher. And it's 0-1.
Big cut by Joyce there.
Not something we see a lot of for left-handed pitchers. And we'll see how the Panthers fare against Torres. Left-hander into the windup. Here it comes. Up and out of there. 1-1. So a ball and a strike here to Whit Joyce to start the ball game. Pitch on the way is a called strike over the outside corner with a breaking ball. It's 1-2. One-two to Joyce. Swings and hits one. Diving off the third baseman's glove. Shortstop picks it up, and he's not going to have a play left. That's going to end. That should be a base hit. The third baseman made a dive at it, and it kind of went off the edge of his glove, rolled to the shortstop who couldn't make the play, and Joyce is on with a single to start the ball game.
Yeah, I think you're right, Jared. That's a base hit. He made a diving effort, and it went off the webbing of his glove and bounced over towards the shortstop, able for Joyce to get to first base easily.
Well, and there you go. He got on base as the leadoff man.
The leadoff batter gets on base.
And that'll bring up J.J. Gonzalez. It looks like Whit's going to run for himself here. He usually courtesy run for the catcher, and he's going. Pitch is high. The throw down to second is not going to be in time, and he swipes second.
He just bought himself a position as a leadoff batter, stealing second base. I think that was an attempt at bunt that Gonzalez bunted through.
Well, now they're going to Well, he's going to get his batting gloves. I thought they were going to courtesy run for him after he swiped the base.
So they're sitting in good position with a runner in scoring position here at the bottom of the first.
I know he's your catcher, but why would you courtesy run for him when he can run like that?
We're learning
He got a
something.
good jump against a left-handed pitcher.
And he didn't have a big lead either.
1-0, swing and a miss.
Yeah, I was watching him when he took his lead. It was a short lead, but he got a big jump.
Gonzalez with a 1-1 count. Torres set. Spins and throws to second. Joyce back in safely. You don't see a lot of throws to second. You'll see him looking back,
Yep,
but
or they
usually
step
not
off.
many throws issued.
Because a lot of them end up in center field.
Yeah.
Well.
Ready for the 1-1. Here it comes. He bunts it. Foul at the feet of the catcher, and it's 1-2.
He attempted the first pitch. I don't know if it was a fake bunt.
He
to
didn't
get the steal over, but he pulled back and it was called a ball. So I wasn't sure, but now we know that it was probably just a fake bunt because they probably had a fake bunt and steal on.
Well, he swung away on the next pitch.
Yep.
Then he tried to bunt that one.
That's right.
Ready for the 1-2. Torres comes set at the letters, checks on Joyce at second. Here it comes. Up high a ball, and it's 2-2. Heard the McCollum crowd say good pitch. There was a better pitch not called a strike in the last inning.
Absolutely.
That pitch was high.
Yeah, no doubt.
2-2. Swing and a foul tip. Just got a piece. Enough of it to stay alive, and we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
For doing a good job protecting the plate with 2 strikes.
Well, and a good at bat here. So Garce got through the first inning with 13 pitches. This is going to be the 10th pitch of the inning, and nobody out still. 2-2. Inside 3-2. It gets away from the catcher, and that's going to allow Joyce to move up 90 feet. So a pass ball because he should have caught that. It went off his glove. Wasn't in the dirt.
No. That was on the catcher.
And now you've got a runner at third with nobody out. And a payoff pitch coming up to Gonzalez with Aaron Tondry waiting on deck. Left-hander stares in, and he comes ready. 3-2 on the way.
Good at
and he walked him, took that pitch low. Close pitch to take, but he drew the walk.
Now the Cowboys got to do something defensively with runners at first and third. Tondry at the plate. Catcher walks out there towards the mound and gives a bunch of signals to his middle infielders.
Well, the thing is, it's the first inning. To me, you play for the double play and let the run score. I mean, get 2 outs and clean up the inning if you're McCollum. Now, if you're the Panthers, you got a chance here for a big inning. Runners on the corners with nobody out. Torres comes set from the stretch. Kicks and delivers a curveball on the outside corner for a strike.
Nothing happening on the steal there. The runners continue to stay at first and third.
Well, that's been his first pitch. Somebody needs to sit on that. Because that's not one that'll leave the ballpark, but that's one you can rip out into right field and get an extra base out of it. They throw over. They're going to get him in a rundown. Good pickoff move here. See what Witt does at third. And he's safe. No, they called him out. He was there under the tag, and they call him out. So
that was a terrible call. He had a bad angle at that one.
Wow.
He was underneath.
That was a horrible call, and Herb's going to go out. He was under the tag. He was there long before the tag even come down.
Home plate umpire had a better view at that. He needs to ask him. I mean, they got him in the rundown. As his left-handed pitcher, he had a great pickoff play. Caught Gonzalez leaning towards second base.
Well, and he says out. That was a terrible call.
Yeah, that was a bad call.
And so Gonzalez picked off a first.
That was a no-doubter safe back. He shouldn't have been caught leaning, but he got back to the base.
I mean, yeah, he picked up his leg. You got to know to go back, but he got caught off the bag. There's a swing and a foul tip at the feet of the catcher, and it's 0-2 now to Tondry. So the thing is now is you got a runner at third, 1 out, but you got an 0-2 count.
That's why I would like to see him stealing on that first pitch.
Ready for the 0-2. Here it comes. Outside.
That was a good take.
A ball and 2 strikes.
It's a good take with 2 strikes. It was just off the plate.
A ball and 2 strikes here to Tondre. Here's the pitch. It's up and out of there, and it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. So Tondre's worked the count back to even after being in an 0-2 hole. Has a chance here to get a run home. So there's a swing and a foul out of play down the right side, and we'll do it again at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ready for the 2-2. Torres comes set. Pitch on the way is swung on and grounded foul up the third base line.
Tondre hanging tough with 2 strikes.
And again, it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another 2-2 to Tondre. Up and out of there, and it's 3-2. So a payoff pitch upcoming to Aaron Tondre. You got Manny Ramirez waiting on deck for the Panthers. Runner at third with 1 away. Here it comes, and he swings and misses at a fastball. And Tondre strikes out. First strikeout of the game for Torres, and now because of the pickoff, now they got a chance to get out of this with not allowing a run.
Now they're going to do a courtesy run for Joyce.
So Ramirez will bat here.
J.D. Blair is going to go courtesy run for Joyce.
When you've got a runner at third now with 2 away. So a fly ball can't get you a run anymore. You're going to need a pick-me-up here. Need a 2-out base hit or a pass ball or a wild pitch will get you a run.
Yep. You definitely don't want to leave that runner stranded at third after him being on there with nobody
out. Now Torres will work from the windup, and he takes a strike over the outside corner. He's thrown that first pitch breaking ball to every batter. They need to shoot it the other way.
And it's been for a strike.
Yeah, every single time. There's a swing and a shot on the ground at third. Third baseman up with it, throws across to first for the out, and the side has been retired. The Panthers had runners on the corners with nobody out, and they get nothing out of it. No runs on a hit, a walk, and they leave 1 on base. And so we'll go to the second inning. No score here. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we will continue in a moment.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field. No score as we go to the second inning. Tanner Garst back out there to work. He had a 1-2-3 inning in the opening frame. Panthers had a golden opportunity to get on the board there, and they let Torres off the hook. Had runners on the corners with nobody out and got nothing out of it. A base running blunder, a strikeout to your number 3 batter, and just couldn't get him home.
You know, Garst back out there on the mound again. You got to give him credit. Last inning, he did his job, Jared. He threw ground balls. He threw fly out. He had a strikeout. He kept everything off the middle of the plate, and that's all you can ask of your pitcher.
Yeah, he had a 13-pitch inning in the first. He's going to face the heart of the order now. We'll see what he comes out with here. But, yeah, he moved the ball around well. He kept him off balance.
I didn't see anything that was dead meat over the plate to any batter that was up in that first inning.
This will be Rico Salazar to lead things off here, then Noah Lopez and Afton Gutierrez. Salazar, the center fielder, wide open stance, actually points that foot down at third base. And he swings and misses at a breaking ball, and it's 0-1 to start the at-bat.
Good pitch. I don't believe that would have been called a strike if he wouldn't have swung at it.
Waiting on the 0-1. Garst into the windup. Here it comes. Down and out with a breaking ball. 1-1.
That sun's in a bad spot right now.
Yeah, especially, for Prukop over there at first base. That's going to be tough. 1-1 from Garst. Swing and a miss at a fastball over the inside corner.
That was that fastball or that two-seamer that had some movement to it. Broke inside towards his wrist a little bit and swung and missed.
Ready for the 1-2. Salazar waits. Here's the pitch. Swings and chops one up the third base line. Ramirez grabs bare hands, throws, not in time. I mean, it hit him on the fist, and he managed to just squeak it up the third base line. It works as a bunt, and he gets an infield single out of it.
Yeah, but that was a good play there by Ramirez. He came hard on the run, fielded it with his bare hand, threw it on the run. It was just a little bit late. Otherwise, it was a great play.
And, that's part of the problem with the cleanup, with the cleanup batter up there. He's playing deep at third base instead of up by the grass or even with a bag.
Yeah, he was playing deep and had to come up hard. And it was just a little bitty chopper with nothing on it.
That'll bring up Noah Lopez with a runner at first and nobody out. As Garst will pitch from the stretch for the first time tonight. Runner goes and he swings and fouls it back. It'll be 0-1. A little hit and run action going on right there.
Garst continuing to throw strikes.
We'll see if they keep that on or not, or what they choose to do here. Garst checks on the runner at first. Now he comes set. A pretty good lead over there for Lopez.
Well, the batter squared around, too, as if he was going to bunt, but then he called timeout. Wasn't sure if he got the signs right or not, so he called timeout, stepped out, throw back over to first base, a little bit late.
Garst ready. Lopez waits, throw over to first again as Lopez back in, or Salazar back in.
That's Lopez, and he scored around to bunt again.
Ready for the 0-1. Ramirez up on the grass at third. Garst checks on the runner and comes set. Throw over again, not close.
At least he's shorten that lead up a little bit.
No balls and a strike. Garst set at the letters. Pitch on the way is high. Runner went late. Throw down is off to the left side of the bag, and it gets away into left field, and that is going to get the runner to third base. The throw not close. That's going to go as an E2 on the catcher that allows it'll be a stolen base and an error to get the runner to third. Thing was, the second baseman probably should have caught that, but the throw was to the shortstop side of the bag, and as he was coming over to make the catch, he had to go all the way across the bag.
Yeah, and it pulled him. Even if he would have caught it, Jared, he would have pulled him away from the base because he was already crossing second base on the attempted catch.
Now they've got a runner at third with nobody out. 1-1 pitch is up high, and it's 1-1. or 2-1 rather is the count on Lopez. That pitch on the stolen base was a ball. Ready for the 2-1. Here it comes from Garst. Swings and pops it up. Back behind us, foul out of play. And it's 2-2.
That wind picked up a little bit, Jared.
A little bit, yep.
It's blowing straight over across center field now, right?
Well, yeah, it's coming straight from home plate to center. Feels good.
Yeah, it does. Get rid of the humidity.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Laid off of the pitch upstairs, and now it's 3-2. Garst could desperately use a strikeout right now with that runner at third. Nobody out. Panthers, infield's drawn in here. You're only in the second inning, and they already got the infield drawn in.
Yeah, and it wasn't even just the corners. It was the whole infield, Jared.
Laid off. That pitch high. And a walk, so it'll bring up.
Kind of the same situation the Panthers had last inning. You had runners at first and second, nobody out. First and third, nobody out. Hopefully the Panthers can come out with the same outcome.
And so bring up Afton Gutierrez. Left-hand batter will stand in. Runners on the corners with nobody out. Nothing ball game here in the second inning.
Short lead over at first.
Pitch on the ways, outside a ball, 1-0. Garst, since going to the stretch, Dwayne, he hasn't been able to find the strike zone much.
He's taking it off the plate a little bit here after getting runners on.
One ball, no strikes. Gutierrez waits, 1-0. Outside, 2-0.
Coach Herb going to call timeout, going to go talk to his pitcher.
When he needs to here, he walked the last batter. Now he's gone 2-0 to Gutierrez. You need to settle him down here.
And nothing's been close here on this batter. So definitely needs to go out there, talk to him a little bit, settle him down, and also talk defensive strategy to runners at first and third. With nobody out, you kind of want to let your infield know if there's going to be a play on in case there's an attempted stolen base or a double steal.
Yeah, Dwayne, one of the things I don't like how they played the infield in there earlier in that inning. You're early in the ball game. That just tells you have no confidence in your lineup, that they cannot make up one run. You know what I mean? Like you don't do that in the second inning unless you don't think you can score.
Breaking up the little powwow there on pitcher's mound. Joyce getting back behind the plate.
It's 2-0 to Gutierrez as Garst ready to work here in the second. Runners on the corners, nobody out. The wind really starting to pick up now more. Ready for the 2-0. Here it comes, and that is a strike over the outside corner. And it's 2-1. Good pitch by Garst. He needed that to get back in the count.
It was a good timeout, too.
Two balls and a strike, and now Gutierrez asked for time. The home plate umpire gives it to him. Waiting on the 2-1. Left-hander stands straight up, and there's a swing and a high pop-up foul out of play over to the left side. Now to level things up, 2 balls, 2 strikes to the 6-hitter Gutierrez.
Got to find a way to get an out right here.
Yeah, you'd like to get that strikeout. That way a
like
double play can get you out of the inning, but
I'll take the double play and give up a run.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to clean up the inning here. What you're trying to avoid is the crooked number. Ready for the 2-2. Now time asked for by Gutierrez, and the home plate umpire grants it. Gar stares in again. Now he nods and he comes set. Checks the runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. Swinging a line drive up the middle into center. It's going to drop in front of Rips for a base hit. An RBI single for Gutierrez. It's 1-0 McCollum, and they're still batting with nobody out.
That's the first time that Garst left something right over the plate. And they took advantage of it right there. Fastball right at the knees. Took it straight away, dead center field.
That'll bring up J.P. Fisher, the DH. Well, the thing, Dwayne, still nobody out. There's runners at first and second now. And if you're McCollum, it's a big boy, but you bunt your runners over, a base hit gets you 2 more. And he shows bunt. And then Garst throws it in the dirt, and he doesn't even have to bunt, and the runners move up.
Yep. Doesn't have to bunt anymore. Both runners in scoring position.
On the wild pitch.
That was definitely a wild pitch. That one was in the dirt.
Second and third now with nobody out. A courtesy run for
if you don't,
Fisher, the DH.
You don't have that wild pitch. You're not sitting in bad shape defensively with runners at first, second. You can turn double play. You can get the lead runner at third. There's a lot of things you can do.
Now the infield's drawn in again here. There's a strike through there at the knees. 1-1. "17 pitches this inning, no outs yet recorded."
Huge lead over at second.
Ready for the 1-1. Here it comes. Down in the dirt. Good stop by Joyce to keep that in front of him and keep a run off the board. It's 2-1.
Absolutely. Dropped his knees, stopped the ball with his chest, kept it out in front, didn't allow that runner from third to score.
1-0 McCollum leading here in the second inning. 2-1 on the way. There's a strike over the outside corner, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's the pitch quality he was showing in the first inning. Those are good pitches back-to-back right there.
Two on the way. Swing and a miss and a pitch in the dirt. Throw down to first to complete it. So a strikeout. 2-3 makes the out. The runner's still at second and third, and there's 1 away. Second strikeout for Garst in the ball game.
He swung at a pitch in the dirt, but a good heads-up play by Joyce because he looked over at third base. The runner at third was looking to come home, but he kept him holding at third base before he threw down to first to get the out.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Carmelo Torres, left-hand batter, with a chance to help his own cause here. He's got runners at second and third with 1 away. Left-hand batter stands in. Garst into the windup. Here it comes. Up and out of there for a ball, 1-0.
I believe this is their third left-handed batter?
Yes. Left-handers 1 for 2 against Garst so far in the ball game. A strikeout and an RBI single.
Not through the lineup yet.
This is their number 8 hitter. 1-0. High, 2-0. Their 9 hitters are right-hander. Ready for the 2-0. Garst kicks and brings it up and out of there. 3 balls, no strikes. So you never want to walk the 8 hitter, but at the same time, it's not the end of the world if you do, because then you have a force anywhere.
And you have your number 9 batter up.
Ready for the 3-0. Strike over the outside corner, 3-1. Medina Valley needs to keep this in a close ball game here. You don't want to let them get 3 or 4 runs ahead here in the early innings. 3-1 in the dirt, and he walked him. First free pass, second free pass issued by Garst in the ball game, second of the inning. And that will bring up Luke Landa. The bases are loaded with one out. You got to force at any base. A double play can get you out of the inning.
You got a courtesy runner for the pitcher.
And you got Joyce going to go out to talk to his pitcher. The whole infield comes in here to talk at the mound.
And that courtesy runner is Isaiah Hernandez, number 11. First corners are playing way up in the grass, Jared.
Yep. Middle infield plays double play depth. And there's a strike through there, and it's 0-1.
They may have been looking for a squeeze bunt there from the number 9 batter.
Ready for the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a fastball high.
Good
and
pitch.
It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Garst from the windup.
Still playing for a play at the plate.
And time granted by the home plate umpire to Landa. Ready for the 0-2. Upstairs and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Landa. Noah Sanchez waiting on deck, the leadoff hitter, as they look to turn the lineup over.
Prukop and Ramirez playing on the grass again.
1-2 underway. Swings and hits one in the air to left center. Center fielder rips over, makes the catch. The runner will tag. Here comes the throw. It's going to be offline. They turn it to third. Not in time. He was safe. So a sacrifice fly gets him another run. It's 2-0. But there's 2 away now.
Coach Herb going to go question that play at third base, but this time I believe he was safe.
No, he was. His right foot was in the bag before the tag even got there.
He slid underneath him.
So
now he could be questioning if he left early.
Well, if you do that, he can appeal. He's got to appeal. You don't question that. You just have your pitcher throw to third, and they'll either call him out or save.
The 2 umpires are going to converse here. They're going to say safe.
Well, to me, you can't really go out and argue that call because what are you going to do? Have one umpire overturn the other? Because if he does that, now that field umpire has no statute to stand on anymore. Because if you overturn it, now he's not credible. You can't do that.
See that happen?
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Well, now we get runners at first and third with 2 outs.
2 down now. Infield can play at normal depth. The third baseman plays even with the bag up at the edge of the grass. And Sanchez 0 for 1. He flew out to right his only time in, and he swings and lines one foul down the third base line, 0-1. Garst has thrown 30 pitches in this inning.
It's good. Yeah, that's a lot. We can see
that's 2 innings worth.
They're going to try to run on choice here. Find out right here.
Ready for the 0-1, and they time grant it to Sanchez.
Not a big lead over at first.
Ready for the 0-1, throw over.
It's a gutsy throw to first base with a runner on third.
Yeah, and he's standing 2 steps off the bag.
Yep.
There's a swing and a foul back into the screen, and it's 0-2 to Sanchez. Ready for the 0-2. Runners at first and third, 2 away. Garst ready. Here's the pitch. High, a ball, 1-2.
Well, first baseman doesn't have to worry anymore. That sun is down now.
Ready for the 1-2. Garst comes set at the letters. Checks the runner at third. Kicks and brings it. Runner goes. Swing and a miss to the pitch in the dirt. Joyce will throw down to first to complete it, so a strikeout. Goes 2-3 to complete it, and the side's been retired, but they send 7 batters to the plate, and they end up with 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks mixed in, and they leave 2 on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 McCollum. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
We're back here at Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the bottom of the second. McCollum with a 2-0 lead now over Medina Valley. Panthers had a golden opportunity to get runs in that first inning. Unfortunately, weren't able to get anything. And so it will be... It's going to be the bottom of the order, well, the middle of the order coming up. You're going to get Garst, Krieger, and Stevens, 5, 6, 7 hitters coming to the plate. Panthers now down 2-0. We'll see how they react here. The bats have been pretty stagnant over the last few games and couldn't get that run in the first inning when they had a runner at third with nobody out. Didn't get him home as Garst takes strike 1 from the left-hander Torres. 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss as that ball goes to the bottom of the backstop, and it's 0-2.
That was a long half inning when McCollum was at bat.
Well, yeah, about 35 pitches thrown by Garst in that inning. Now he's leading off here in the bottom of the second. Ready for the 0-2 from Torres. Here it comes. Down in the dirt with a breaking ball, and it is 1-2. With a sweeping curveball that finished in by the feet of Garst. 1-2, here it comes. Breaking ball, fouled back to the base of the screen, and we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. The Panthers need an inning here that makes Torres work, get you some base runners on, and make him have some more high-pressure pitches, stress pitches. Can't let him get comfortable in the ball game. You got to answer back. Even if you only get 1 run, you got to answer back here and not let him have a shutdown inning here.
You got to make him work.
Here comes the 1-2. Garst hits one up the middle.
It's got a chance.
Slow roller, second baseman over, makes the catch, and he's not going to have a play left. Threw it off his back foot and was never close. So Garst gets an infield single. hit it off the end of the bat, but he got something out of it.
Yeah, just a lazy hit right past the pitcher. Slow roller just made it to the back of second base.
So for the second straight inning, the Panthers get their leadoff batter aboard. That'll bring up Jaden Krieger. Courtesy runner will come in here for the Panthers. As Krieger will dig in, right-hand batter. So Torres from the stretch now with a runner at first. Nobody out. Last thing he needs to do is get picked off. And he did. I got him. No, he called a balk. He called a balk on the pitcher. He's saying that he went forward, and you can't do that. You can't make any move towards home plate. If you do, it's a balk. And that's what he called. So you got Garst over at second base now. Very fortunate for the Panthers. Finally something goes their way.
Yeah, and that's the courtesy runner, number 13. Jackson Lowell is his last name, Jared? I believe that's Lowell.
Lowell.
Jackson Lowell is courtesy runner.
Well, there was no argument from the coach over there. I mean, when you're looking at it from the view he had to have seen it. That pitch is a strike, high strike call. That's not something we've seen much of.
Panthers need to take advantage of that now.
You could just feel that. I knew that throw was coming, and he picked one off in the first inning.
You get a break, and you take advantage of it.
0-1 on the way. Swings and fists one over towards second. Why is the runner not going to third? He should have been going. A ball was hit to the right side of the infield. He should have been moving on contact. Instead, you still have a runner at second base with one out.
Anytime you're on second base, you get a ground ball to the right side, you need to be moving over to third base. I mean, it's the same thing as bunting him over. Missed opportunity right there. Coach Herb not happy with it at all.
Well, yeah, I mean, if the ball's hit on the ground on the right side of the infield, you have to be moving if you're at second base. That'll bring up Wesley Stevens. Takes a strike with a breaking ball in the outside corner, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, that's that curveball he's been leading off everybody with. You got to be ready for it. You know it's coming.
Ready for the 0-1. Pitch on the way. Outside a ball, 1-1.
It's a good take, just outside.
Pitch on the way, swung on, popped up, foul back to the screen, and it's still a ball and 2 strikes now on Stevens.
You know, there's one out. Same situation. You're standing on second base. The ball's hit to the right side on the ground. You've got to go to third. Nothing's changed here.
Ready for the 1-2. There's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Stevens chased a pitch that was kind of down. Second strikeout of the ball game for Torres, and it'll bring up Brady Prukop. So the strikeout kind of nullifies it, but the bad thing is, Dwayne, is you'd have had a runner at third with less than 2 outs, where anything in play is going to get you a run. That pitch is outside to Prukop. 1-0. He bats here with a runner at second and 2 down. The Panthers need a pick-me-up again. They need a 2-out RBI.
Base hit's huge here.
There's a swing and a shot foul up the first base line, and it's a ball and a strike. Prukop very late on that. The ball was inside, and he was late. One. Runner goes to third, and he steals third base.
Well, there you make up for it right there.
No, you don't. That's not good baseball, Dwayne. Why would you steal third? You already have a runner in scoring position. You risk making the last out at third and run yourself out of an inning.
I'm hoping he didn't do that on his own.
No.
Because if that's a mistake, you want it to be on the coach, not you.
Yeah. But nonetheless, he's at third now where a pass ball can get you a run, but still. Ready for the 2-1. Oh, that's strike 3. Struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. 3 Ks for Torres now. And you've got no runs on 1 hit, and they leave a man at third base. And so we'll go to the third inning, 2-0. McCollum leading Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
There's power in the simplest of actions. Like one neighbor helping another. Where everybody looks out for everybody else. Community is everything to your electric cooperative. And we're grateful for your trust to provide the energy you need, giving you the power to power on.
Medina Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the third inning here, 2-0. McCollum leading Medina Valley, and Panthers get the leadoff batter aboard in the first 2 innings and aren't able to get any runs out of it, as Garst will face the 2-3-4 hitters, Ochoa, Roque, and Salazar. Ochoa stands in. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to third, his only time in. Ready for the first pitch of the inning. Into the windup, here it comes. That drops in for a strike with a 2-seam fastball, and it's 0-1 to Ochoa. Ready for the 0-1. Into the windup, here it comes. Swings and fouls it out of play, a curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, that was a good-looking curveball there. Had a lot of break down to it. Barely got a piece of it. Able to fall it off out to the side there.
Well, now the thing is, you got him with a fastball. You got him with a curveball. You can either climb the ladder with him here or throw another one in the dirt.
Nothing down the middle.
Ready for the 0-2. Now time asked for as Garst shakes off Joyce a few too many times, and Ochoa had enough of it. Ready for the 0-2. Here it comes. Just tapped it to get a piece and stay alive.
But that ball wasn't even close to being a strike. I know you got to protect the plate, but that wasn't even close.
Well, the thing is, he didn't want to swing at it. He started after it, and he's very lucky he got the piece that he did. Yep. Ready for the 0-2. Into the windup. Here it comes. Did he go? He did. He struck him out. So 1 away here. 4th strikeout for Garst in the ball game.
That was a good pitch. Started out about belt tie in the strike zone. Ended up almost in the dirt. Joyce, enough to get his glove underneath it to keep it off the ground. Didn't have to throw down to first base.
That'll bring up Julian Roque. He's 0 for 1. He struck out looking his only time in. Left-hand batter stands straight away. Nobody on, 1 out here in the top of the third. Time granted.
They sure do call time a lot.
Well, and Garst had already started into his windup. You ask for time. You don't have to give it to him. That's a ball just missed outside, 1-0.
Getting confidence with the curveball. Let's try to lead him off there.
That's a big pet peeve of mine, is when the home plate umpire will give them time when they've already started their windup. He doesn't have to give it to him. That's up and out of there, 2-0.
And they're calling time to mess with the pitcher.
Yeah.
Not that they need timeout for anything, like something in your eye or something like that, and they shouldn't give it to him when they do that.
Well, and they're not standing up there for 12, 15, 20 seconds before they're asking for it. 2-0 on the way. Up and out of there, 3-0. It's smart on the batter's part because it breaks up his rhythm. I mean, that's what they're doing.
Well, if they're going to give it to him, everyone else down the lineup's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. 3-0 on the way. Strike called outside corner. Roque thought he had a walk. He'll walk back to the batter's box. 3-1. Garst delivers ball 4. Find it odd he was working from the stretch there with nobody on.
He started the first inning, I know for a fact, in the windup.
Yeah, and the second. Yeah, he's pitched better from the windup in the ball game. It's his third walk issued in the ball game. And it'll bring up Rico Salazar. He had an infield single his only time in. He later stole a base, scored their first run. He's got a runner at first with 1 out. Not a threat to steal over there at first.
And I don't see a bunt happening here with him on first either. So you can work
Wide open stance here for Salazar, and that pitch is high, a ball, 1-0. .56 pitches for Garst now, and he's only through 2 1/3. 1-0 on the way. Runner fake going, throw behind him is not in time. The throw wasn't good. What's he doing faking running down there?
Looking for a pass ball down to first base. That's what he's looking for.
I've seen a lot of baseball today that has been Bush League. Sorry to say it, I have.
And he almost threw it into right field.
Ready for the 2-0. Strike called over the outside corner, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Pitch on the way is swung on, popped up into right. Right fielder coming in hard, and it gets by him on the dive. His first initial step was back, and because of that, it enabled that ball to fall. He came charging in. Instead, it's going to go as an infield or as a single. Runners at first and second with 1 out.
Krieger misread that ball. He was backing up on it, and the ball was way short. Once he figured it out, it was going to be short. He put on the brakes and came running hard and just misjudged it. That's the bottom line there.
Just couldn't get there, and here comes Herb out of the dugout. He's going to talk to Garst. Got runners at first and second here. A walk and then a single. And the bad thing is only, well, that's going to be it for Garst. The bad thing is only one ball was hit hard off of Garst, and that was the RBI single up the middle by the 6-hitter Gutierrez. Other than that, everything's been fisted, hit off the end of the batter on the fists.
I think that's Gutierrez coming in.
And we're going to take a break and come back, and we'll set everything up for you. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations. Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
Back here at Gerald Kemp Field, Dalton Gutierrez has come in to pitch for the Panthers. He will inherit runners at first and second with one out. He'll face Noah Lopez, and his first pitch is high a ball. Lopez walked in his first at bat. No official at bat in the ball game. That was his first plate appearance. Waiting on the 1-0. Kicks and brings it. Strike through there, 1-1. Gutierrez throws exceptionally harder than Garst.
Yes.
He's got a good breaking ball. We've seen him. He's usually a closer, pitches in a relief role. They brought him in here to keep this a 2-0 ball game. Ready for the 1-1. It's on the way, and that's outside a ball.
And he's pitched in some high-stress situations.
Yep.
I remember they threw him into a game when he was a sophomore.
Yep.
And he did quite well.
Yeah. Ready for the 2-1. Pitch on the way is inside. 3 balls and a strike. Needs to find that strike zone, though.
He does have a base open, but you don't want to have to. You don't have to.
(3-1) Swing and a miss at a fastball up. Might have swung at ball 4.
He might have swung at ball 4. That was just outside the strike zone, but it probably looked like a basketball coming there high at the letters there.
Ready for the 3-2 payoff. Don't think the runners will get a head start with one out, but we'll see. First and second, one away. Gutierrez has run the count full 3-2 to Noah Lopez. Home plate umpire grants time to Lopez.
Of course he does.
Payoff on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out at a pitch up. Climbed the ladder. He for sure swung at ball 4 that time.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. That was higher than the last one he swung at.
Gutierrez comes in and gets the strikeout.
Yeah, nevertheless, strikeout. We'll take it.
And it'll bring up Afton Gutierrez. He had an RBI single his only time in. He's 1 for 1.
You know, that strikeout was huge. Now you have a force out any base on the infield.
Gutierrez an out away from getting out of this jam. Pitch is low in the dirt, 1-0. Breaking ball stayed down. You can't close the book on Garst yet. He's responsible for the 2 base runners that are out there now. He pitched 2 1/3 inning. And that pitch spins him out of there, 2-0.
How many pitches did Garst throw?
58.
Quite a few.
Yeah. Almost 4 innings worth in 2 1/3. Time asked for and granted as Gutierrez steps out on Gutierrez. Right-hand pitcher stares into the left-hand batter. Runners at first and second, 2 down here in the 3rd. That pitch is in the dirt, and a good job by, oh, my goodness. So Joyce made a good stop on that. The runner at second got a little too far off the bag and went through behind him. The second baseman didn't make that. Fortunately, Aaron Tondre was behind him to back that up, or that ball's in center field.
That's why you back up the throw every time. That runner thought that got by Joyce, and he went almost halfway, and then when figured out he caught it, he went back.
3 balls and no strikes. There's a ball. Where was that? Walked him, and the bases are loaded. It's the 4th walk issued by Panther pitching in the ball game, and it'll bring up J.P. Fisher. Fisher struck out swinging his last time. This is the one that swung at all the breaking ball. No, it's not. I take that back. That was Ochoa back in the first inning. But
you still got to force out at any base. You won't hurt too bad by that ball.
Well, that's the thing. Your play's still at first. There's 2 outs. You just got to get the out. That's high, a ball, 1-0. Only thing is Gutierrez has got to find the strike zone here because there's no place to put him.
Yeah, now you got to come.
1 ball, no strikes. Dalton set. Here's the pitch. Strike through there. Good pitch on the fastball, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. You feel like you're in the late innings here. You're in the top of the third. Swinging a foul back out of play to the right, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yep. So Gutierrez with a chance to try to get himself out of this. Pretty good crowd on hand for the Panthers tonight, but they're pretty quiet, Dwayne.
They are pretty quiet.
This is where they need to get into the ball game here with a 1-2 count. You need to keep this a 2-0 ball game. Got to give his team a chance to score some runs. 1-2 on the way. Swings and bounces 1 foul up the third base line. He was out in front of a breaking ball, and we'll do it again at 1-2.
You know, if we come up to bat here, get out of this inning, come up to bat, we start hitting the ball, you get this crowd into the game.
Yeah.
You got to hit the ball. You got to get base runners on. You got to give them something to cheer
about. Well, that's the thing is when you get runners on and you strand runners at second and third every inning, it makes it hard to get into it for them. 1-2 on the way. Swings and pops it up. Left fielder moving over. That is a foul ball. He made the catch over there on left field. I didn't think he got to that, Dwayne. That was a long, long run for the left fielder.
And that was Garst.
That was Garst making that run, wasn't it?
Garst got put out in left field and made a long run in foul territory to get the out.
And saved the Panthers. So Gutierrez comes in and he gets 2 outs. The bases were loaded. They get no runs on 1 hit, 2 walks mixed in, and they leave the bases loaded. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It's still 2-0 McCollum. The bats need to wake up. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Torres back out there to work for
number 2, Gavin Rips.
McCollum. And it'll be Gavin Rips due up here for the Panthers. Number 9 hitter looking to turn over the lineup here. He'd like to get on for Whit Joyce, who's on deck. Then J.J. Gonzalez, it's your 9, 1, and 2 hitters.
You're an hour and 15 minutes into the game, and you're just now getting your 9th batter.
Yeah.
Got to get things going here, and you're not out of it. It's only 2-0.
Exactly. It feels worse because they've left 5 runners on base.
Absolutely, Jared.
But you got to give it. I mean, with all the traffic, with everything that's happened, Garst and Gutierrez have at least given you a chance to get some runs and stay in this ball game.
We talked about it earlier. Now you have a number 9 batter, Gavin Rips, who's typically a leadoff. He's up there. That's exactly what I was going to say. He's going to try to bunt the ball.
Denton did a little too. Oh, it's going to be foul. Hit the plate. I was going to say he Denton did a little too much because it didn't roll far enough away, but he had a chance.
And it's a scenario we talked about earlier. You know, he's only Joyce is only the leadoff one time, and it was perfect opportunity here. You get speed as a leadoff for the inning, and he did the exact thing I was going to say that he with the opportunity to do is take a bunt.
Because if he can get over, if he can swipe second, now you got an RBI guy in an RBI situation. There's a strike over the outside corner. That's that same curveball he's been throwing all night, and it's 0-2 to Rips.
He's been throwing it for a strike.
Gavin's been a good two-strike hitter from what I saw last week. 0-2 on the way. Swings and pops it up in foul territory. Catcher throws the mask. First baseman over, and he overran it. So he's going to get a swing on the house here as Roque overran that ball, and it's still 0-2.
He was running towards the dugout, running in and towards the dugout, and he just ran too far towards the dugout, had to reach back, and he missed it.
Well, and the wind's blowing pretty good now, Dwayne, so that's blowing that ball back towards him.
Now that you say that, that's probably what happened. It pushed it away from him.
Ready for the 0-2. Torres into the windup. Here it comes. Swings and bounces it foul up to the third base dugout over there, and it's still 0-2.
That ball was hit in the dugout. He turned on that ball.
Waiting for the 0-2. Into the windup. Here it comes from the lefty. That's outside. Ball one.
Good take. Good take.
1-2 to Rips. Ready for the 1-2. Torres into the windup. Here it comes. And he hits one up the middle. Second baseman with a long run. He's not going to get him. That's an infield single. That pitch was way outside. He swung at it and managed to put it in play. And he gets an infield single out of it, and there you go.
Just skirted to the side of the pitcher, went right over second base, and the second baseman, one time he fielded it behind second base, it was no chance.
Well, yeah, and all of his momentum's taking him away from the throw, and Rips is fast. He had no chance. So that'll bring up Whit Joyce, who singled his only time in on a very similar ball.
So you got an RBI batter up now with the runner on.
Well, now the thing is you got to be aware of his pickoff move.
That's exactly right. And he's a left-hander, so you've got to watch his move. And they should have been talking about this in the dugout.
That almost froze him there, but
he threw over to first base a little bit late.
Well, and the thing is what he did there is if he'd have come home, that'd have been a balk because he didn't come set for a second. He kind of tipped that. But Rips was late to react. Throw home. Is a breaking ball in there for a strike over the inside corner. I don't think Joyce liked that call much.
No, it backed him out of there, too. He didn't like that call. But as a team, you need to be talking about this pickoff move in the dugout and what to look for. You've seen it already.
Throw over. It was close, but Rips back in there. But the thing is he doesn't have much of a different movement when he comes home with it. And every good left-hander's pickoff move is a balk. Some of the greatest pitchers in Andy Pettit was a balk every time he threw over there. They just didn't call it. There's a foul out of play, and now Joyce in a hole 0-2.
And he mixes it up. On that pitch there, Jared, that was a slide step where he didn't lift up his leg. He just slid it off the rubber and threw home.
Well,
it's a smart pitcher. He's mixing it up.
Well, and the thing is if you're going to steal a base on him like Whit did in the first, you got to guess. You just have to hope you go the right time.
Exactly. And don't stop. You keep going.
Pitch on the way. Started after it, laid off in time, 1-2.
And if you do get caught, you just need to keep going to second because he's got to go to first base. They've got to go to first, and then the first baseman's got to throw to second. So you just keep going. And if he's got a long wind up there from the stretch, per se, you can steal on that.
Pitch on the way, down low, 2-2.
Another good take by Joyce.
So Witt's worked that count back to even.
Yep. Now he's not going to pay that much attention to the runner at first. He needs to work on the batter.
2 balls, 2 strikes as Torres comes set. Checks the runner, throw over. Rips back in diving.
Plenty of time.
Joyce waits. Right-hand batter stands there straight away. Torres set. Here comes the pitch. Inside, it hit him on the forearm, and that's going to put runners at first and second with nobody out.
Next up for the Panthers, number 3, J.J. Gonzalez.
First hit batsman of the ball game.
Yep.
And it'll bring up Gonzalez, who walked his only time in. He was later picked off. But now you got runners at first and second with nobody out. Dwayne, he needs to bunt. And they're gonna bring in the courtesy runner, but to me, he's got to be bunting here.
That's J.D. Blair going to run for Joyce at first base.
Because if you put runners at second and third with one out and you got Tondre at the plate, I know he struck out his first time up, but you put your three-hitter in an RBI situation.
Third baseman is playing back, too.
Yep.
First baseman is not, but the third baseman is. Of course, you want to bunt it over towards first.
Pitch on the way is outside 1-0. Well, the thing is, with Rips' speed at second, if you bunt it up the third base line,
you're not going to get him.
No. If it's a good bunt, they throw back to second. Not close as Rips dives back in.
Need to play smart baseball here. Work those runs in.
Pitch on the way is a breaking ball over the outside corner, 1-1. Gonzalez with a 1-1 count. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here. Panthers trail 2-0. Up and out of there. 2 balls and a strike. Waiting on the 2-1. Torres stares in. He's ready. Gets his sign and comes set. Checks on Rips at second. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, 3 balls and a strike. So now you're in a hitter's count.
Cowboys call timeout. The catcher's going to go out and talk to the pitcher.
Catcher wants to talk to him here. He might be seeing something in his delivery because those last 3 pitches have all been up. Probably flying open with that lead shoulder, not finishing his pitch. Ready for the 3-1. Here it comes. That's up and out of there, and he walked him. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. An infield single, a hit by pitch, and a walk. And it brings up Aaron Tondre. He struck out swinging his only time in. And he's got a chance here, and you're going to get a mound visit, I believe.
Did he just tell him something?
Yeah.
Field umpire went over and talked to.
Well, that's a home plate umpire.
Oh, yeah, he went over and talked to
He went all the way down to first base to talk to him. I mean, now he's explaining something to Coach Herb. I don't know what.
Unless he was chirping at the catcher or something, just warning him.
Yeah. Nonetheless, the bases are loaded with nobody out.
That was strange.
And you don't get the mound visit here, so he came out for, I guess, to talk to the umpire about whatever happened. Maybe he made a gesture or something we didn't see. I don't know.
That was strange.
It was really strange. And so Torres is going to have the bases loaded with nobody out here for Tondre. A big opportunity here for the Panthers to put up a crooked number, Dwayne. They've got to take advantage of this.
Got to get a run here at least. I mean.
Here's the first pitch out of the windup. Down a ball, 1-0. He started after it, just laid off.
He just laid off of that.
1-0 on the way.
Good take.
Outside, 2-0. Oh, in a hitter's count now, 2-0 with the bases loaded. Nowhere to put him. We'll see if Torres challenges him.
Looking for something right down the middle.
2-0 on the way. Swings and pops it up into right center. Center fielder moving over. And it drops over his head. The wind blew it too far. 1 run will score. It's going to be a single for Tondre and RBI, and it's 2-1, and the bases are still loaded with nobody out.
Jared, that ball started out to the left of the center fielder, and if you look, that wind has got a slight right to left now instead of straight over center field, and he was playing it as the wind pushing it straight past him, but it took it across him, and he missed the ball.
Yeah, like I said, that wind has picked up drastically. It's blowing good.
I thought he was out.
Yeah, and now you got Manny Ramirez, who swings and fists one foul back to the screen, and it's 0-1. The Panthers still batting here. Nobody out, a run in the inning. It's 2-1.
That was all wind that helped us out right there. So that was just the pop-up to center field.
Yeah, it should have been at worst a sacrifice fly.
Now the wind straight over center field again.
There's a swing and a
Base
shot.
hit.
Fair ball down the third base line. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Tondry into third safely. An RBI single. The second on the throw to third. A 2-run single for Manny Ramirez, and it's 3-2 Medina Valley.
Huge base hit for Ramirez. Went right over third base. Allowed 2 runs to score. Panthers take the lead just like that.
And still second and third now, nobody out. And now the mound visit from the head coach.
Well, he's given up some hits, and he hit a batter, and he walked a batter.
Yep.
I mean, he's had some issues this inning.
Well, he's had some control issues. You've noticed his fastball he's leaving upstairs. He's not finishing his pitches. I don't know if it's fatigue or if,
And he's not throwing the curveball as much right now either.
Well, and he threw one to Tondry to open up that at-bat, and he didn't get him to chase, and he didn't get the call, and after that he never went back to it.
So it was base hit by rips, hit by pitch, base on balls, base hit, base hit.
3 runs, and you still got second and third with nobody out.
Nobody out, yeah.
Torres will stay in. Tanner Garst will step in. He had an infield single his only time in.
So Garst is in for Kanak, playing left field for Kanak now,
Yes.
by the way, just so we know.
Garst hits one in the air to right.
Tag up.
Right fielder moving to his right, under it, reaches up to make the catch. Tondry will tag up. Here comes the throw. It's up the third base line, not in time. A sacrifice fly, a run scores, and it's 4-2 Medina Valley.
And Jared, he had a difficult time catching that ball. He caught it behind him. And that was a routine fly ball. He had to reach up and catch it behind him.
Here's the bad thing that I don't understand. Why is Ramirez still at second base? He should have tagged up and went to third, and you'd have him there with less than 2 outs.
Especially with the ball in the right
with
field.
the ball to right field, yep. And you know he's going to tag up here. This is Krieger, who fouls one out off down the right field line out of play, and it's 0-1. Krieger grounded out to second his only time in. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's got a runner at second with 1 away. 4 runs in the inning for the Panthers. That is a ball outside.
You know, you had a mound visit already by McCollum, and nobody in the bullpen, so you got to think someone will be coming off the field if they're going to replace him.
So I don't understand something about the official scoring here, as that pitch is swung on and missed for a strike, and it's 1-2. Where did McCollum, where did they get their error from? Because they gave it to the center fielder because he didn't make that play, but that's not an error. That's outside a ball, and it's 2-2. It's only an error if he gets his glove on the ball. I know he should have caught it.
Right.
It's a pop fly that should have been caught, but official baseball scoring is unless he touches it, it's a base hit.
And I don't think he touched it.
No, he didn't. There's a strike 3 called over the outside corner. He dropped that curveball in the back door. That's his 4th strikeout of the ball game, second looking. And it'll bring up Wesley Stevens. Stevens struck out his only time in. He's 0 for 1. He's got a runner at second now with 2 away.
Just like that, 2 outs.
Ooh, almost threw that to the backstop. Ochoa came out of his crouch to make that grab.
That was about 3
1-0.
foot high and about 4 feet outside.
So now Torres is up to 65 pitches.
They're making him work just like we talked about, Jared.
Yep. That's down low, 2-0.
Make him work an inning and you'll score some runs.
Ready for the 2-0. Throw back to second, not in time. Dwayne, we're an hour and a half into the ball game and we're not through 3 innings. The game against Southwest last week lasted an hour and 40 minutes.
That's me being bad luck, and I'll tell you why. I did the girls' game last week, and it was over 3 hours long. It went 8 innings. It was
that was the Harlandale game, right?
Yeah. They came out with a victory, but it was worth it. But it was a long game.
Usually softball games take about an hour, 20, 30 minutes. Outside, 3-0. That's pretty funny. Go back where you came from.
Well, we're getting wins, so let's see if it works out in my favor that we get a win here tonight.
Yes, exactly. Pitch on the way shows bunt, takes a strike. 3-1.
Obviously, that was a fake bunt. Trying to draw the ball for ball 4.
Swings and misses. Took a big rip and came up empty. It's 3-2. There's a swing and a foul back out of play.
Oh, it actually came back. The wind blew that ball back.
3-2, yeah.
I thought that ball was out of the back behind the dugout, and it blew it back into play.
It was strong wind.
It is, especially when you get above this
That's
grandstand.
the funny thing. When this game started, there was very little breeze.
Very little breeze.
It was probably winds at like 2 to 3 miles an hour. Now they're probably 15 to 20.
Yeah.
There's a swing and a miss. He struck him out to end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts by Torres as he bears down. But the Panthers put up a 4 on 3 hits, a walk, a hit by pitch mixed in, and they leave 1 on base. But we will go to the 4th inning, 4-2, Medina Valley leading. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
The best football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members. The MVP Boosters raise funds to support the MVISD sports and scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Welcome back to Panther Baseball. Dalton Gutierrez back on the mound again. We are going to the top of the 4th inning. The Cowboys will send number 3, Camilo Torres, the pitcher, to the plate to start out the inning.
Top of the 4th for the Cowboys, the pitcher, number 3, Carmelo Torres.
Torres walked first time up the bat, batting from the left-hander's batter's box. Gutierrez gets his sign. His first pitch on the way to Joyce, and it's a breaking pitch that goes in there for strike 1. Beautiful breaking pitch. It was a 12-6 breaking pitch. So real quick, 0-1 on Torres. Torres steps back in. Gutierrez from the sign, pitching from the stretch. Pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled straight back. So real quick, 0-2 on Torres. As we said earlier, the wind has picked up. The wind has been shifting from straight through center field from a kind of a right to left, back and forth, kind of a swirling out there. Next pitch on the way from Gutierrez. Swung on and foul straight back again. Count will stay 0-2. So nothing but strikes so far by Gutierrez. Gutierrez gets a new baseball from the umpire, and Torres steps back in. Gutierrez, the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, ground ball to first base, fielded cleanly, stepped on first base. No problem there.
Three.
That's Prukop fielding that ground ball to first base to get the first out of the inning.
3 pitches in and out for Gutierrez to start the inning. And that will bring up Luke Landa. He had a sac fly RBI his last time up. No official at bat in that plate appearance with the sacrifice. Nobody on, 1 out. Pitch on the way. Drops in there for a strike. Nice pitch, and it's 0-1. Waiting on the 0-1. Here it comes. Swings and fouls it back to the screen, and it's 0-2.
Gutierrez throwing lots of strikes here this half inning.
Ready for the 0-2. Kicks and delivers. Swings and bounces one to third. Ramirez up with it. Throw to first for the out. There's 2 down. The crowd for McCollum wanted a safe call. I thought he was about a stride and a half short.
That was a good play by Ramirez there because there wasn't much on that ball. Fielded it cleanly, and he needed to field it cleanly in order to get the out, and he did. Strong throw over to first base to get him.
And that'll turn the lineup over. It'll bring up Noah Sanchez. Sanchez is 0-2. He's flown out and struck out. Nobody on, 1 out. Or 2 down, rather. Sorry. Into the windup. Here it comes. Low a ball.
That's the first ball of the inning for Gutierrez.
Yep.
All the rest have been strikes.
Yep. One-0 pitch. Swings and pops one up right side. First baseman Prukop. Oh, and he just couldn't get there.
He was he was going towards the dugout and toying to get close to the fence, and he kind of slid on his bottom there because he didn't want to run into the fence and just missed that ball.
So it'll be a ball and a strike. Good effort there.
Yeah, it would have been a great play. Just outside his reach.
He covered some ground quickly to get there. I didn't think he had a chance on that at first. Ready for the 1-1. Here it comes. Swings and hits one on the ground. Tondre backhands it, throws to first for the out. Good throw from Tondre across the diamond, and the side's been retired. 3 up, 3 down. They needed that. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 4-2 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
We're back here at Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the bottom of the 4th. 4-2 Medina Valley leading McCollum. Torres will stay on to pitch here for the Cowboys. Really labored in that last inning. The Panthers got to him, but he struck out back-to-back batters to end the inning. He'll be facing the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in the lineup. And you know, Dwayne, we talked before the game about them wrinkling up the lineup, putting Gavin Rips down at the bottom. It was Rips' infield single that sparked that 4-run inning. He got on. Joyce got hit by a pitch. Gonzalez walked. You know, so you got your 9 and then your 1, 2, 3, and 4 hitters all with getting on base in that inning.
And Jared, Connor Dillard's going to enter the game. He's going to lead off here at the bottom of the 5th.
So this will be Dillard instead of Prukop. Dillard signed today with a college to play. So we'll see what he can do here on signing day if he can get him a hit, celebratory hit.
One of 3 Medina Valley players that have committed so far this year.
He took a big rip and he foul tipped it into the catcher's mitt, and it's 0-1. That's down in the dirt, ball 1. Ready for the 1-0.
Dillard committed to Philander Smith College, or Philander Smith College. Signed today.
There's a swing and a shot in the left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. It's going to gap him. Rolls all the way to the wall. Dillard's on his horse headed for second. He will stand up with a leadoff double. First extra base hit for the Panthers in the ball game, and he's standing at second with nobody out.
That ball was stroked out in the gap, too. That was hit hard.
That'll bring up Gavin Rips at an infield single. His only time in, he's 1 for 1. He's got a runner at second with nobody out.
Good way to start out the inning. I don't know, do you bunt him over? Nobody out? Rips at the plate?
I don't know. If he bunts, he's got a chance to get on. That's the thing. And he squares to bunt, and he bunts it. It's a good one. The pitcher grabs, throws. Not in time. He's safe at first. And the first baseman saying what? But when he caught it, his footwork, something happened where he slipped. I don't think he kept his foot on the bag. I think he would have wanted to bunt that a little farther up the third base line. The pitcher had a play on it. The coach is out talking to him about it. It's a judgment call. What is he going to do?
You know, that's a double whammy. You move your runner over to third base, and you're safe at first.
Yeah, and the thing is the throw beat him. The first baseman, something with his footwork. But see, it was the second baseman covering the bag. So he's not used to playing that position because the first baseman was charging.
Have his feet set.
No, I don't think he did.
So now you have an opportunity to steal Rips here and get 2 runners in scoring position.
And you got Whit Joyce at the plate, who's 1 for 1. He singled. He's been hit by a pitch, and he scored a run. Well, his courtesy runner scored a run. He didn't run in that inning. And he takes a strike over the outside corner with a breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Throw over.
They got that move down now. He was back in with plenty of time.
Well, he's got to be careful because if he balks a run home. And he's been called for a balk tonight already. That's a balk. That's 100% a balk. His front foot came toward the plate when he threw it. Didn't get the call. There's a swing and a foul back. And it's 0-2.
I would try to get a big lead here. Maybe throws to first. Send him. He keeps running. Because you have a runner on third, you can try to get in as they try to run him down.
Pitch on the way, inside, 1-2.
Still no action in the bullpen for McCollum.
1-2 on the way, upstairs. Gets away from the catcher, and Rips is going to move to second base on the pass ball. And it's 2-2 to Joyce now. He's got second and third now. A chance a base hit can get you a pair.
Could break the game open right here with the base hit.
Waiting on the 2-2. Kicks and brings it. Swings and pops one into right field. They should get a run home. The right fielder under it makes the catch. Tagging up to score is Dillard, and Rips moves to third, and it's 5-2 now as a sacrifice RBI fly by Whit Joyce.
The wind helped there also, Jared. They thought that was a routine pop-up. They carried almost all the way to the wall.
Yep.
There was no chance in getting that runner tagged up at home.
Well, we talked about how they were an hour and a half into the ball game, and you only had your number 9 hitter up.
Right.
Now he's cleared the lineup twice in the last 15 minutes. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss by Gonzalez as he took a big rip and came up empty. That's outside a ball. That's 85 pitches now for Torres, so he's getting close to the end here. Or we'll see if they ride him, let him go until he can't throw anymore. And there's a foul back to the screen by J.J. Gonzalez. Gonzalez has walked twice in the ball game. No official at bat yet, but he's been on both times. He's also scored a run.
The last 2 innings, the bats have come alive for the Panthers.
1-2 on the way. That's strike 3 called, and he knew it. He got frozen.
Yeah, he did.
6th strikeout for Torres. And they'll bring up Aaron Tondry. There's 2 down now in the inning with a runner at third. Tondry struck out and had an RBI single. And that gets away from the catcher, and that's going to be a pass ball and a run-scoring pass ball as Gavin Rips comes home to score. And it's 6-2. That was a wild pitch. But the Panthers have down 2-0. They couldn't get anything going those first 2 innings when they got runners on. They finally broke through here. And now they lead 6-2. Here's the 1-0 to Tondry now, and there's a swing and a shot on the ground to short. Shortstop up with it, throws to first for the out, and the side has been retired. But the Panthers get 2 runs on 2 hits, and they leave nobody on base. And so we will go to the 5th inning, 5-2 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
There's power in the simplest of actions. Like one neighbor helping another. Where everybody looks out for everybody else. Community is everything to your electric cooperative. And we're grateful for your trust to provide the energy you need, giving you the power to power on.
Medina Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the 5th inning. 6-2 Medina Valley lead now. And Dalton Gutierrez stays out there to pitch. It's going to be the 2, 3, 4 hitters for McCollum coming up here. It'll be Ochoa, Roque, and Salazar coming to the plate. Gutierrez has sat down 4 in a row. I'd like to see him keep working as he did in that last inning. Had a quick 4th inning. Like to see that again here in the 5th.
Yep.
Ochoa has grounded to third and struck out. He's 0 for 2. The right-handed batter digs in. First pitch from Gutierrez is a breaking ball through there for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Good pitch by Gutierrez. A lot of confidence throwing that curveball for the first pitch.
Ready for the 0-1. Kicks and delivers. Outside corner called strike, 0-2.
Good location.
Nice
corner.
nice two-seam fastball right there.
Couldn't do anything with it if he swung anyway.
Oh, 2 on the way. Swings and pops it up foul back to the screen, and we'll do it again at 0-2. Ready for the 0-2. Here it comes. Kicks and delivers. Swing and a chopper towards second. Second baseman charges hard, flips it to the first baseman who dropped it.
Wow.
That's Dillard, right, who came into the ball game for Prukop.
Yeah, at first base.
Yeah, and he dropped it. That's going to go as an E5.
That ball was hitting
Or
real close.
E3.
Close to the first baseman. So he fielded it with his glove. It's going to be a close play, so he kind of flipped it to him while it was in his glove, and Dillard just couldn't get the handle on that ball.
Yeah, so that's an E3. Second error of the night for the Panthers, and it allows a leadoff batter aboard. It'll bring up Julian Roque, who's 0 for 1. Struck out and walked. There's a swing and a bouncer foul up the first base line. It's 0-1. Gutierrez throwing strikes tonight.
He is throwing strikes.
He had some problems in that inning where he came in the middle of the inning, and since then he settled down.
Gutierrez is one of those pitchers gets better as he gets deeper into the game.
Yep. Ready for the 0-1.
One-step lead over at first.
Yeah. Left-hand batter asks for time, and he gets it.
Joyce will call timeout and going to walk out to the mound to talk to Gutierrez. I think he's going to tell him, look, these guys are calling lots of timeouts where they're up to bat, calling time a lot. Don't worry about it. Just worry about the next pitch.
Yeah.
Don't let them get to you.
And don't worry about that runner over there at first. You got a 4-run lead.
Exactly,
let's get outs.
Jared. Exactly. Let's get outs. I guarantee it's exactly what Joyce is telling him. He's a smart catcher. He's telling him just that.
When Joyce is already early committed to UTSA.
Yeah, it's going to Division I.
There's a swing and a miss. Good fastball that time by Gutierrez. Blew it by Roque. Just had no chance on that. Ready for the 0-2. Swings and pops it up. Foul territory, third baseman over. Ramirez reaches up and makes the catch. The wind really messed with that, but he made the catch, and there's one away.
You know, Jared, if the wind doesn't mess with it, it may go out of play there.
Yeah.
I think it brought it back in.
That'll bring up Rico Salazar. He's had an infield single and another single. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game. He's also stolen a base and scored a run. He's been one of the bright spots for McCollum in this ball game. We'll see if Gutierrez can neutralize him here with a runner at first and one away. Pitch on the way. Outside with a curveball, and it's 1-0. Gutierrez used that little slide step there, but I don't think that runner's going anywhere, you know.
Again, like you said earlier, that's not going to hurt you. Let's get the outs at the plate. Not with a one-step lead, he's not going anywhere.
No. He throws over.
Right after I said he had a one-step lead.
Yeah.
He didn't hear me, I guess.
No. That's the thing there. Like, there's no reason to throw over in that situation. Ready for the 1-0. Here it comes. There's a strike through there, and it's 1-2. Good pitch by Gutierrez.
Look out in the field, all the sleeves are blowing. That wind picked up a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, that wind's blowing good. 1-1, and he throws over to first again, not close.
Someone needs to let that pitcher know he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's barely off the bag. There's a strike through there, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Waiting on the 1-2. Gutierrez set, kicks and brings it. Ooh, just missed. 2-2.
Shift off the corner there.
Two balls and 2 strikes as Gutierrez ready. Swings and bounces one to short. Not going to get 2. Tondre throws to first low, and it gets by Dillard and goes to the fence. The runner will go from second to third. That's going to go as an E6 on the throw from the shortstop. Third error, but now there's runners at first and third with 1 out. And it's been errors that have done it. 2 errors in the inning.
That one, he tried to force that ball at the first, but he had to. Otherwise, he was not going to get him because that was not a hard hit ball to shortstop, kind of in between third and shortstop. So you had to cover some ground to get to it and then try to make a good throw. So he forced the throw. I think he had to. Otherwise, he wouldn't have got him anyway. But he will get called for the error.
Pitch on the way. Drops it in there for a strike, 0-1, as this is Noah Lopez. Lopez has walked and struck out. He's 0 for 1.
I think you throw down here on a steal attempt on the first and third situation.
Yeah, see what just outside. Yeah, I agree, Dwayne. I think you do throw down because you're up by 4. And if you throw down, you get the out, and if you don't, if he comes home, you might get him in a rundown, you know.
You got a catcher that can make the throw, so.
Outside with a breaking ball, 2-1.
And they're not going to run on Joyce. So they would have done it by now.
Yeah. Well, and I don't think they're concerned with running themselves out of innings because runs are at a premium, so they got to get with what they've got here. They've got a runner at third with less than an out. They need to get him home is how I would be looking at it from a McCollum standpoint.
They're not working to get 1 run. They need to get a handful.
And there's a ball. So now it's 3-1, and he's a pitch away from walking the bases loaded. 3 balls and a strike as Gutierrez stares in. Runners at first and third, 1 away. Kicks and brings it. Swings and hits one into left field for a base hit. That's going to get a run home. Runner will move to second. And there's still 1 out with the RBI single. And now it's 6-3, and you've got the tying run to the plate.
Just a ground ball between shortstop and third base. Made it out to left field. Got the run in. Now Coach Herb is going to call a timeout. He's going to come out and talk to his pitcher. Just to try to settle him down, let him know that run is not going to hurt you.
Well, and Dwayne, I know you did the game against Harlandale on Friday. On Tuesday against Southwest, there were 3 errors in the first inning by Medina Valley that got them down 3-0. They weren't able to recover. You had a 4-0 lead. You had a 4-run lead here. You commit 2 errors. Now it's 6-3, and they're still batting with 1 out, and they've got the tying run at the plate. Defense saves you ball games, and to me, that is the main weakness for Medina Valley. That's the one thing they really need to improve is their defense, because it can cost you ball games. When you have a 4-run lead, you should be able to shut them down.
Well, right now with Gutierrez, he's throwing strikes. You need to back him up.
That's the thing. Your pitcher's out there working his butt off. Now you've made him have to get 5 outs in the inning instead of 3. More pitches, more fatigue, more stress on your pitcher. As this is Afton Gutierrez. He singled and walked, had an RBI single back in that second inning.
See, we can serve up a double play here.
He's got first and second, one out, and that pitch is way up and out of there. Ball one.
You got Marty getting up to go into the bullpen.
Yep. Ready for the 1-0. In there for a strike. Good curveball that breaks down and into that left-handed batter. It's 1-1. And time called. After he had already started his windup, you do not have to grant time to the batter.
Way too many timeouts.
He just shook his hand back at me, too. He heard me. He, like, waved me off.
Again, they're going to continue to do it.
Yep.
As long as he grants it, they're going to continue to give it to him.
He does not have to grant time to the batter, especially when he started his motion. That's how you hurt players. That's up and out of there, 2-1. Ready for the 2-1. Gutierrez ready. There's a swing and a shot to short. They'll go to second for one, over to first. Dugout. No, Dillard couldn't dig it out. Throw it to the plate, and he's safe.
They got him at home.
Oh, he wow.
Ouch.
I can't believe Joyce thought he had him. He can't believe it. So they didn't get so the fielder's choice goes 6-4. The throw to first, Dillard couldn't dig it out of the dirt. The runner tried to come home. The throw home was in time, looked like he tagged him out, and the home plate umpire said he was safe. Now, I don't know if Witt mishandled the ball.
Unless he mishandled the ball, because he had the glove right on his head.
Yes. So a fielder's choice goes 6-4. The run scores to make it 6-4. And it'll bring up J.P. Fisher with a runner at first and 2 down. He's 0 for 2. He struck out and flown out to left.
Wait, what's going on now? Okay, here we go.
First pitch is swung on and hit into left field for a base hit. With the play in front of him, the runner will stop at second. So first and second with 2 down now. And it'll bring up Carmelo Torres.
So did we drop the ball at first? I'm still trying to backpedal here.
Yes, he dropped the ball at first. So when he tried to dig it out, the ball never got in his glove. I watched it drop.
They had him if he would have.
They had the double play if he picked the ball.
Yeah, okay.
Because the throw was low. He didn't pick it. That's up and out of there for a ball, 1-0. Well, and that's the thing is that doesn't go into an error because the out was made, and it didn't allow anybody else to move up. But if he make that play, now Gutierrez had to get 6 outs in this inning.
Yeah.
That's outside 2-0.
No, didn't get any help to finish that off either. I thought he was out at home.
I did too. The only thing I can think is maybe he mishandled the ball. That's the only thing I can think, but I couldn't tell. But Witt had his hands on his head like, hey, he was out. There's a strike through there. 2-1. Next pitch will be number 50 for Gutierrez in the ball game. We're not even through 5 innings. Ready for the 2-1. Here it comes. In the dirt. Good stop by Joyce. 3-1. 3-1 on the way. In there for a strike, 3-2.
Good pitch. Now they're going to be running.
Yeah, now a payoff pitch. The runners can get a head start. Tying run at first with 2 down. Torres trying to help his own cause. Gutierrez set. Kicks and brings it. Called strike 3. He punched him out. A backwards K for Gutierrez, his second of the ball game. And Torres leaves 2 on base. They do get 2 runs on only 2 hits. 2 big errors mixed in there, and they leave 2 on base. And so we'll go to the bottom of the 5th, 6-4 now, Medina Valley leading. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
We're back here at Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Manny Ramirez, Tanner Garst, and Jaden Krieger due up.
Insurance runs, Jared. Insurance runs.
Yep, you got a 6-4 lead here. Ramirez will step in. He's grounded out to third, and he's singled, driven in a pair, and he swings and fouls the first pitch off. And it's 0-1. Torres still out there working for McCollum, and he's thrown 90 pitches in this ball game.
Yeah, he was hurting there for a while, but he hung in there. Ooh.
That hit him. So that hit Ramirez in the foot, and he'll take first base.
Again, still nobody working in the dugout. The bullpen there for McCollum.
No.
So obviously you got to think that they're going to pull someone off the field if they're going to replace him.
So the leadoff batter's aboard. Medina Valley's had the leadoff batter on in every inning.
That's how you score runs.
Yep.
That's how you do it.
It'll be Tanner Garst. He's had an infield single and a sac fly. He's 1 for 1. He's also driven in a run. Squares to bunt. Bunts it and foul. Bunted at a ball.
Yeah, he did. I was going to say the same thing.
That was a pitch that he should have pulled back on.
Bunted at a high outside pitch and fouled it back.
Well, and he flipped his hands at it. When you do that, you're going to bunt it in the air.
It's hard to bunt a high pitch.
Yep.
You always tend to get underneath it.
You bunt with your knees, not your hands. Ready for the 0-1. Pitch on the way. Swings and lines one into right center field, and that's going to get down, and it's going to gap him. That's going to allow the runners. He's going to try for second, and he is going to make it with a double. Runners at second and third with nobody out.
Big swing there by Garst. That ball was hit well into the gap between right field and center field. I think the runner had an opportunity. Who was running? Ramirez had an opportunity to score on that, but they held him up, which is smart.
Well, there's nobody out.
Yeah, which is smart because there's nobody out, I was going to say. So, yeah, I think that's a smart thing to do. You have runners now at second and third.
And that'll bring up Jaden Krieger, who's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to second and struck out. And they're just going to stay with Torres.
We're going to ride him at this point.
There's a swing and a little chopper. That's going to be a foul ball. So it'll be 0-1. 0-1 to Krieger. The Panthers with a chance here to play add-on. You know, and for McCollum, you get 2 runs back.
Yeah.
You need a shutdown inning.
Yep.
And I know maybe they're short on staff pitching, but Torres has thrown a lot of pitches. He's laboring, and there's a strike over the outside corner. It's 0-2, but your third time through the order here. They've seen him. They've gotten to him.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to continue
Absolutely. And he's slowing down.
There's a swing and a shot in the right center field. That's going to get down and gap him. That's going to score a pair. And he's going to head for 3. The ball's just coming back in. It's going to be a bases clearing triple for Jaden Krieger. 2-run score, and it's 8-4 Medina Valley.
Great piece of hitting by Krieger. Waited for a fastball right down the middle and got what he wanted. And Torres, what he shouldn't have done is throwing it right down the middle.
Yep.
It's exactly what he did with 2 strikes. And Krieger able to square up that ball and put it in the gap, the same exact spot that Garst hit it between right field and center field in the gap, and able to score the runs. Exactly what you wanted.
And back to a 4-run ball game for the Panthers.
Got a pinch hitter. That's going to be Matt Weston. Matt Newton, I'm sorry.
Matt Newton, yep.
He's going to come into bat. 21.
So Newton will bat for Stevens. Stevens struck out both times. There's a strike over the outside corner. And wow, so that strike zone changed for him. That pitch hadn't been called a strike all night. There's a shot on the ground to first. He'll step on the bag. It's a foul ball.
That ball looked like it went right over the bag, too.
Yeah.
We'll take it. Get a second chance here.
Well, I mean, I know you want him to get a hit, but if that's fair, the run scores and he's out at first. But, I mean, you get the run home.
Absolutely.
Ready for the 0-2. Down low, ball 1. 1-2. Next pitch will be number 99.
Yeah, Torres is laboring now.
1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on the curveball.
So much for laboring.
7th strikeout of the ball game. 1 out. It'll bring up Connor Dillard. Dillard doubled his only time in. Pinch hit back in the 3rd inning. Or rather the 4th inning. And he takes down and in a ball, 1-0. That pitch gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for the runner to do anything at 3rd.
Yeah, Krieger thought about it, but he retreated smartly back to 3rd base.
Well, you know, here's the thing, Dwayne, is Torres hadn't pitched bad.
He hasn't.
He's
just pitched too long.
No, yeah, exactly. He's out of gas now.
Yep. He needs to be icing already.
Pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled out of play. That's the thing. You got this back to a 6-4 ball game. He should have left the ball game there. Give your pitch. Because now you bring another pitcher in and give him a chance to get you back in the ball game. And now,
6-4,
now he's given up 2 more runs in a possible 3rd, at least. Pitch on the way is outside. 3 balls and a strike.
See, I think that was a breaking ball attempt that did not break. It just spun and stayed outside.
Yeah, it's just cement mixer, and it's because his arm's tired.
Mm-hmm.
There's a swing and a foul back to the screen.
Well, they're making him throw pitches now.
When I just heard someone from the dugout yell, he's tired. They're telling the batters that. You can see it.
They're telling the pitcher that. I think he knows that.
Ready for the payoff. It's on the way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Nate Lyers out of us again.
Well, the thing is, he bears down there, and he throws a breaking ball, and his timing's off. 8 strikeouts now for Torres.
Here comes a hot batter up the bat right now.
Yeah, Gavin Rips,
He's found
2
a way
for
to
2.
Yeah, found a way to get on base.
Got a runner at third with 2 down. Takes a ball, 1-0. That was a good pitch. Didn't get a call. Ready for the 1-0. Swings and fouls it back to the screen. 1-1 to Rips.
However this game ends, Jared, the Panthers have been swinging the bat. They've been squaring up some balls. They've done what they needed to do, at least to be in this game.
Yes, yeah, you're exactly right. 1-1. Inside corner called strike, 1-2.
That could have gone either way.
Yes.
Ooh, with another breaking pitch that did not break. It stayed
Yeah.
way outside.
Yeah, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that was definitely a curveball, but it just did not break.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Kicks and brings it. Swings and bounces one to second. Second baseman charges, grabs, throws, pulls him off the bag, but they tag Rips on the way by. And the side's been retired. But the Panthers do get a pair on 2 hits, and they leave 1 on base. There's a hit by pitch mixed in there as well, and we will go to the 6th inning, 8-4, Medina Valley leading. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Texas, 268,000 square miles and then some. Twice as much elbow room as California. There's just no place like Texas. And you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Like you, we love calling this home. Castroville State Bank has been serving the Medina Valley area for over 63 years by providing the best financial products, modern technology, and customer service. Not only are we the local bank you can rely on for all your financial needs, but we are also your neighbors, giving back to the community we grew up in and love. Come home to Castroville State Bank.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field here at Medina Valley. Ryan Marty has come in to pitch for the Panthers here in the top of the 6th inning as Medina Valley leads at 8-4. See if Marty can get 6 outs in this ball game and get the Panthers a W. Marty will be facing the 9-1 and 2 hitters in the McCollum lineup.
The 2 runs was huge last inning, giving Marty an opportunity to breathe a little bit on the mound and not having a lot of stress put on him.
Yes. Got a chance to close this game out. Not a safe situation with the 4-run lead. Had a little bit of a rough outing against Southwest last week when he came in relief. They tagged him for, well, he inherited base runners and he gave up the runs. They weren't charged to him, but gave up a few hits in that game, but he came in a high-stress situation. He'll come in here to start the inning, and we'll see if he can settle in. This will be Luke Landa. Landa will step in. He's had a sac fly, and he's grounded out to third. He's 0 for 1. He's driven in a run. Marty from the windup will bring it. Curveball. Had him bailing out and almost came back across the plate.
I was going to say, it almost snuck in there for a strike.
1-0.
I think that was a straight switch out. Gutierrez for
Yes,
Marty.
for Marty, yes. Was. 1-0. High, 2-0. So Gutierrez pitches 2 2/3 innings. And he takes ball 3.
Just needs to get warmed up a little bit.
Ready for the 3-0. Here it comes. He throws a strike right through there, and it's 3-1.
Big pitch right there.
Yeah, and Landa taking all the way. You know, you got a 4-run lead here. Dwayne, throw strikes.
Yeah,
Let your teammates make some plays.
You can serve one up here if you need to.
Ready for the 3-1. Here it comes. Down low, and he walked him. So Marty comes in and walks the first batter he faces. It's the 5th free pass issued by Panther pitching in the ballgame. And that'll turn it over to the top of the order. Noah Sanchez. Flown out, struck out, and grounded out. He's 0 for 3.
That's their leadoff batter too, correct? Yeah.
Yes. Pretty good lead over there at first base. Marty comes set. Kicks and brings it. Strike called outside corner, 0-1.
Good location for the strike.
Waiting on the 0-1. We're in the top of the 6th. 8-4 Medina Valley leading in the ball game. Time granted by the home plate umpire.
See, that's a legitimate time because he didn't know what to understand the signal called by the third base coach.
Throw over to first as he pushes Landa back in diving. Waiting for the 0-1. Landa waves that bat high. Marty set. Pitch on the way. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second, and it goes into center field. Backed up by Rips. No chance for the runner to go any farther, but Landa steals second. They called batter interference.
Yeah, he swung at it.
Yep.
A lot of times you do.
But the thing, he can swing at the pitch,
he can swing
but
at
he can't be in the way afterwards.
Be in the way.
And he lunged at the pitch was on the outside half. It was a hit and
exactly
run.
What happened.
He lunged at it and was standing in the way.
Because a lot of times you do want your batter to swing at that ball, but to swing through it while you have a steal attempt if you're early in the count. But he actually stepped into the ball and got in the way of the catcher.
So there's one out now.
And the runner goes back to first.
Oh, yeah, he goes back. Oh, yeah, so why? I thought he was out.
Just the batter's out.
Yeah.
First pitch by Marty is going to be called ball 1, breaking pitch. But there is one out.
So Ochoa grounded out to third, struck out, and reached on an error 0 for 3. He's got a runner at first with one away. Marty's pitch is a strike called over the outside corner, and it's 1-1.
That's twice he's hit that spot. It's a good location for Marty on
That's
the
a
outside
good
corner. Want to live right there if you can.
Marty set. That's outside, 2-1.
A little bit too far outside. Tried to hit that same spot, but just took it a little bit too far outside.
Two balls and a strike. Marty swings, and there's a shot right at him. They're going to double him off. was hit right at Dillard at first base. The runner was off the bag. Dillard steps on it for a 3 unassisted double play, and the side has been retired. They get no runs on no hits, a walk, and they leave nobody on base. And so we'll go to the bottom of the 6th, 8-4 Medina Valley. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell in Castroville at 830-931-3441.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the bottom of the 6th, an 8-4 ball game. And I don't understand. Torres is going to stay in this game to pitch. Now, there is a pitch limit, and he's getting close to it. So I don't know if they're letting him face as many batters as he possibly can. But here comes the coach.
Don't know.
No, he's getting something that was laying there. But
real quick, Jared, before we get going, I just want to we usually have a reader for Rusty Rooster, and we cannot find our advertisement sheet. So I want to thank Rusty Rooster for sponsoring Medina Valley's Broadcast Network and Medina Valley Panther Baseball. So thanks to them for sponsoring. You need a cold drink, you needed a snack, drive through, always open there at Rusty Rooster. So always drive through there and help yourself, and thanks to them for sponsoring us.
Drive-through margaritas.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Especially after a win.
Yeah.
Next up for the Panthers, number 10, Whit Joyce.
So this will be Whit Joyce to lead things off here. That's not Torres, I don't think. Let me look at their lineup here real quick.
Yeah, number 20 is Torres.
I thought.
Left-handed pitcher.
Yeah.
Afton Gutierrez.
Afton Gutierrez. I was going to say, I thought number 3 was Torres.
So he came in from right field.
Yeah.
So another lefty.
I was going to say, because there's a pitch limit. He was only going to be able to face like a batter.
I think you have 115 pitches, I think.
Yeah, and if you start and at bat at that, you can finish it if you go over. But he was at 110, or actually he was at 114.
Well, he starts out with a ball on with Joyce. We have a
Joyce has singled, been hit by a pitch, and had a sac fly. 2-0 to Joyce now as that pitch misses low. Joyce is 1 for 1 in the ball game, and he's driven in a run.
That ball was right on top of the plate, bounced up and almost got the catcher.
Ready for the 2-0 into the windup. Here it comes. High, 3-0.
I say you green light him here.
Yeah, he's been swinging the bat well.
You're up by 4, 3-0 count.
And he walked him.
Next up for the Panthers.
He's done a good job as leadoff batter.
Yeah, he has. He's been on 3 times, and the other time he had a sac fly and drove in a run. And they're going to get a courtesy runner for him.
I believe that's a Blair again. J.D. Blair.
J.J. Gonzalez will step in. He's walked twice and struck out. He's 0 for 1.
Had me confused because both pitchers are left-handed and they've got that eye black down the cheek.
They look similar. Runner goes, squares to bunt, takes a ball, and Joyce steals second, or Blair steals second base.
Got a good jump, even off the left-handed pitcher there. He was going for broke on that one.
Well, and they're playing for an insurance run is what they're playing for here. So you might see him even bunt him over to third. Nope, he's going to swing away and foul it off. Makes it a ball and a strike.
Again, leadoff batter gets on base.
Yep. Got on in every inning. Called strike on a big sweeping breaking ball.
He's got a big roundhouse curveball. Not as sharp as the last pitcher has thought is, but nevertheless, it break across the plate there.
1-2. Pitch on the way. High, a ball, 2-2. There's a swing and a shot into right field for a base hit. Runner will stop at third with nobody out. A single for Gonzalez. And he just went with it the other way. That was a breaking ball that was on the outside corner, and he just shot it into right field.
It was a high outside breaking ball. He took over first base into right field, got the base hit. Just went with the pitch, didn't swing hard, just put it where it needed to go. Now you got runners at first and second, and nobody. I'm first and third with nobody out.
This is Aaron Tondry. Throw over to first, not close. Tondry struck out, had an RBI single, and grounded out to short. He's 1 for 3. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball, misses down, 1-0. There's a swing and a high fly ball down the left field line. The wind's pushing it fair, and that is going to be over the head and up against the wall. And Tondry standing at second base. Why did nobody cheer?
It's a foul ball.
No, that's a fair ball. It landed in play. He's standing at second with an RBI. Yeah, it's 9-4.
We'll take it.
See, no. No, this is still Tondry, isn't it?
Yeah, but the runner scored.
He's back at second. I thought that was a fair ball.
It's hard to tell from our angle.
Yeah.
But the left fielder misplayed it, so it just seemed like it was going to be.
And that's going to be in the dirt.
I don't know what happened there, Jared. Someone behind me said they called it a balk, but that I don't.
That doesn't make sense. If they called it a balk, he'd be at third base. He would have been at third there.
It had to be a fair ball.
Or foul.
Well, the scoreboard says 9-4.
It's 3-0. There's a strike. Runner at third with nobody out. And he walked him.
Next up for the Panthers, number 11, Manny Ramirez.
That's why he scored. Because they did call it a balk. That's why he scored.
Yeah. They gave him a ball and they let they pushed they moved the runners over. This is the first. Is this the first time their coach has come out to talk to a pitcher?
No, he did it once earlier in the ball game.
I never saw anyone call the balk.
That's the thing, is nobody yelled it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure he gestured it, and I'm sure he talked to the pitcher about it, but he didn't.
The only way I knew something was going on is Coach Herb just told the runner to stay in the dugout that the run scored.
It is 9-4. And this is Manny Ramirez. He's grounded out, singled, and been hit by a pitch. He's also driven in a pair. Runners at first and third, nobody out, and that gets away from the catcher, and that's going to score a run. Tondry will go to second. And it's 10-4.
Panthers have broken it open here.
On the way. Strike. That's been a ball all night,
Yeah, that
Dwayne.
was an outside.
That's been a ball all night.
That's a 10-4 score call.
Yes. Ready for the 1-1. Swings and fouls it back into the screen. It's a ball and 2 strikes. So we weren't wrong. That was a fair ball down there. It's just that the balk negated it.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah. Well, nobody in the crowd even made any gesture
quiet.
at all.
He got
Yeah.
quiet. The umpires didn't make a gesture. I'm still kind of baffled about how that transpired.
Well, the thing is we're watching the flight of the ball, not the umpires.
Yes.
And you're listening for them to make calls, and when they're very quiet, it doesn't help things. Ready for the 2-2. Ramirez waits, and he takes a ball outside, 3-2. That's the same pitch he called a strike earlier in the at-bat.
He's got to come with his best pitch here.
Ready for a payoff here. Runner at second, nobody out. Here it comes. Called strike 3. Oh, and Ramirez thought he had a walk. He got rung up instead. First out of the inning, and it'll bring up Tanner Garst.
He's got to be swinging that pitch, Jared. I mean, it's close enough where you got to, with a 3-2 count, it may have been a hair outside, but you got to be swinging at that.
Yeah. Garst is 2 for 2 in the ball game. Runner goes to third. Tondry swipes third base.
Try to get that insurance run in, taking a chance there, stealing third base.
Well, Garst is singled, doubled, and he had a sac fly. He's driven in a run. Doubled to the right center field gap back in the last inning. And he swings and lines one out there again. That gets down, an RBI single for Garst, and it's 11-4.
Next up for the Panthers, number 15, Jaden
Garst with a good day at the plate today.
Well, and here's the deal, Dwayne. There's only one out. He scored 3 more runs, the ball game's over.
Yeah.
On a 10-run rule.
Definitely not going to argue with that.
No. This is Jaden Krieger. Krieger's grounded out, struck out, and had a triple. Drove in a run. He takes a strike. That triple was out to right center field as well.
Yeah, Panthers have been hitting the ball hard out that way.
0-1 in the dirt, and it gets away from the catcher, and it'll go to the backstop. Garst into second. Another wild pitch.
You know, and rightfully so, hitting that ball to right center with a left-handed pitcher, and he's keeping that ball outside. They're hitting the ball where it needs to go.
Well, and the thing is the breaking balls they're throwing are being left up on the outside half. So instead of rolling over them, because you got 2 things you can do. You can either roll over it, hit on the ground weakly to the left side of the infield, or you can take it the other way. Because if you try to pull that ball, it's not going anywhere.
No, you're not going to get anything on it.
There's a swing and a miss. Big rip by Krieger, and he came up empty, and it's nothing. Or it's 1-2 now. Krieger batting. High with a breaking ball, and it's 2-2.
He's getting frustrated on the mound there.
Yeah,
and can't throw a strike.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
There's a strike.
Second strikeout.
He's either way off the plate or it's a good pitch.
Yeah. That'll bring up Wesley Stevens. So Stevens was lifted for Newton earlier, and now Stevens back in. Stevens has struck out twice in the ball game. He's 0 for 2. He's got a runner at second with 2 away. Pitch on the way is down low, a ball, 1-0.
Nope, their ball goes in center field.
Yep, he tried to throw, yeah. Did he try to throw down on him?
No, the secondary lead by Garst was huge.
Yeah, so he tried to throw it behind him.
And ended up going to center field, but center fielder was there up short,
backing
looking, it up.
I was looking down, tallying the pitch. Ready for the 1-0, kicks and delivers. Down low, 2-0. There's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 2-1. Waiting on the 2-1. Here it comes. Outside. And time's called. 3 balls and a strike.
Catcher going out to talk to his pitcher, kind of settle him down. That one's way off the plate there. He's going to let him know, you just struck 2 of the last 3 batters out. Just keep bringing it. Don't get frustrated. Don't get dejected. Just keep throwing strikes.
That's Connor Dillard waiting on deck. If Stevens can keep this inning alive. Ready for the 3-1. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He blew a fastball by him upstairs, and it's now full count, 3-2. And he walked him. Pitch was up. That'll bring up Dillard. Dillard's doubled and struck out. He's 1 for 2. He represents the winning run. A home run would end the ball game.
Wins in his favor.
And that pitch is high, a ball, 1-0. He's the 8th batter to come to the plate in the inning. Gutierrez comes set. Ready for the 1-0. Here it comes. That's a strike called. That was a neighborhood call. That pitch has been a ball most of the evening.
Borderline strike at the knees.
Waiting for the 1-1. Here it comes. Called strike on the breaking ball, and it's 1-2. It was a good pitch.
Yeah, that was a good pitch. Caught just enough of the plate, call it a strike.
Ready for the 1-2 as Gutierrez comes set. Runners go, and there's a swing and a foul back to the screen, and it's 1-2. Surprised the runners were going there on a 1-2 count.
Really, that surprised me too.
1-2 on the way. Called strike 3, struck out the side. But 8 batters come to the plate. And the Panthers pick up 3 runs on 2 hits, 3 walks mixed in, and they leave 2 on base. And so we'll go to the 7th inning, 11-4 Medina Valley, 3 outs for the win here, and we'll see if the Panthers can close it out. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
The Medina Valley Sports Boosters are proud to support the Medina Valley Panthers. The Boosters are always looking for volunteers and new members.
Call State
the
Farm
MVP
agent
Boosters
Hazel
raise
Russell
funds
in
to support
Castroville
the
at
MVISD sports and
830-931-3441.
scholarship programs. Get your Panther swag at the football store located next to the concession stand. We have several items on sale. Join, volunteer, or purchase your Panther swag today at mvpboosters.com.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as we go to the top of the 7th inning. It'll be Roque.
So
Roque will stand in here.
Prukop back to first base, Jared. There's some changes.
Yep.
Marty back on the mound. I know there were some outfield changes, but I cannot see them from here.
When the thing is here is that Panthers need 3 outs.
Yep.
They have a 7-run lead here. You just need to throw strikes if you're Marty and let your team work behind you.
We got a new catcher, Jared.
Yes, and there's a ball.
I think that's J.D. Blair behind the plate now, in for Joyce. So new catcher.
Yep.
You don't see Whit Joyce step out of the game often.
No. I think it's with a bigger lead here. Coach Herb's trying to get him some experience, get him some playing time, because next year Whit won't be here anymore. Right. And you've had him, he's been playing catcher for 4 years. You've got to have someone that has a little bit of experience in the game.
You got to work somebody in.
Ball and a strike here to Roque, and he swings and taps one foul up the first base line. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready for the 1-2. Left-hand batter waits on the right-hander, Marty. Pitch on the way. Called strike 3 as he broke a breaking ball off over the outside corner.
Good-looking pitch there.
Backwards K for Marty. And it'll bring up Rico Salazar. So 1 down here in the 7th. Salazar has singled twice and reached on an error. He's 2 for 3. Also stolen a base in the ball game. Nobody on, 1 out. Marty's pitch is on the way, and that's a swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 on the way. Swings and fouls it back to the screen right in front of us, and it's 0-2. Ready for the 0-2. Oh, just missed, and
he had him bailing too.
Marty wanted that call. It just missed with that breaking ball, and it's 1-2.
He had his knees buckled on that one, too. Give it to him again.
Yep. Down and out with the fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes now from Marty. 11-4, Medina Valley leading here. 1 out in the 7th. The Panthers 2 outs away from getting back on the winning track and getting back to 2-2 in district, back to 500. 2-2 on the way. Swings in a high fly ball into center. Rips over, under, makes the catch, 2 down. And that will bring up Noah Lopez. He's walked, struck out, and singled. Driven in a run. He's 1 for 2. And he's their last chance.
It's the biggest out of the night so far.
Nobody on. 2 down here in the 7th. The Panthers an out away from getting back to 500 in district. First pitch on the way is a breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Ready for the 1-0. Here it comes. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Looking for that 21st out of the ball game. Down in the dirt, 3-0.
Marty's not trying to get fancy here and just try to get it across the plate.
Yep.
He's trying to place the ball, and he's pushing it a little bit too much, trying to force the strike in there. Just pitch right here, Marty.
3-0.
There you go.
Takes a strike. Might have got a neighborhood call. It's 3-1. Pitch was borderline. But he got it, and it's 3 balls and a strike. We'll see if he can come back to get him. Pitch on the way. Swings and fouls it back out of play, and the count's run full, 3-2. Waiting on the payoff. Marty stares in. He's ready. Rocks, kicks, and brings it. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1-2-3 inning for Marty. And the Panthers win it 11-4. As Marty comes in and gets 6 outs in the last 2 innings to shut the door. The Panthers play add-on. Their bats finally came alive, and it's 11-4 victory for the Panthers. We'll take a break and come back with the final totals. You're listening to Panther Baseball, and we'll continue in a moment.
Save thousands at the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year, North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a new Silverado posted at $37,999 or lease a Texas edition for $450 a month with 0 down. All new Equinoxes are $4,000 off and new Malibus are $5,000 off. Plus, get 4.99% financing for 72 months. Find new roads at North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com.
There's power in the simplest of actions. Like one neighbor helping another. Where everybody looks out for everybody else. Community is everything to your electric cooperative. And we're grateful for your trust to provide the energy you need, giving you the power to power on.
Medina Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Welcome back here to Gerald Kemp Field as the Panthers win it 11-4, and your final totals look like this. For the Panthers, 11 runs on 11 hits. They commit 3 errors. They leave 6 on base, and the win goes to Tanner Garst. For McCollum, 4 runs on 5 hits. 1 error mixed in. They left 7 on base in this ball game, and the loss goes to Torres. It was a long ball game, Dwayne, but the Panthers got a victory. They come out 11-4. They got down early 2-0.
Yeah.
Their bats were stagnant for the first 2 innings, but then they came alive. They got some hits. They got some runs. And we'll see if Herb wants to stay with this lineup because it worked well.
We'll know the next game, and that stops a 2-game slide here. Medina Valley will move up into the 4th spot in district, and they're going to be even now with McCollum at 2-2, 2 wins apiece and 2 losses apiece, and they'll take on Southwest Legacy on Friday at Southwest Legacy. I'm not sure if we'll cover that game or not, but that's the next game that they have. And as we say that, let's see here. I think we have 3 more games in this first round before we even finish the first round, so a lot of games yet to be played.
Yeah, and I know the girls play at Eagle Pass on Friday night as well. I think Jeff's going to go down there and do that ball game. I know Maury can't go.
I know Maury can't go. I probably will do it with him if Jeff's going to do it, because I got to go anyway. My daughter's playing the JV game,
I can't do the game Friday night, so the Legacy game.
So I'm going to be down there anyway. May get there a little bit early to do some other festivities while I'm in Eagle Pass.
Might as well.
Why not while you're there, right? But I'll tell you what, Jared. Only reason the Panthers won tonight is because I was here, turned things around. I did it for the girls. I'm doing it for the boys now.
Geez.
I'm available for track meets and soccer games too, for a small fee. No, but a big win, big district win.
Yeah, it's a big win, and it was a good win for the boys to get those bats working again, because that was really what the downside was in those 2 games. They squared up a lot
of balls. They made some mistakes.
Yep.
They've got to clean that up.
Yeah.
They've got to clean that up, but they've got the bats working it, and that is the main thing.
Yep, absolutely. 11-4 is your final score. I'd like to take a chance to thank all the sponsors for making it possible to bring you these ball games here on the Medina Valley Broadcast Network. Without you guys, it wouldn't be possible, and we appreciate it. The Panthers get the win tonight. They're 2-2 in district play, back to 500. Now we'll see if they can keep climbing as they take on Legacy on Friday night. You are listening to Panther Baseball, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet. An 11-4 victory is your final score for the Panthers. Next broadcast will probably not be Friday night. It'll be next Tuesday probably. We'll let you know and keep watching, and hopefully we'll have the video back by then. Like we said earlier, we know what the culprit is. We've taken steps to remedy that. It's just that the equipment's not quite ready yet, and we're working on that.
We'll be good to go.
Yep. And you can tune in Friday night as the girls take on Eagle Pass Win down in Eagle Pass for that ball game. A long way to travel, but parents got to go anyway, and when they do the broadcast network, it always helps because they can do those games.
That's a big game for the girls softball team also, because they've lost a couple of district games, and every game is going to be important from here on out.
Absolutely. So for the Medina Valley Broadcast Network, for Dwayne Garza, I'm Jared Lucky saying good night, God bless, and we will see you next time when Panther Baseball continues.